Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to the Clockwork Nexus for a little surprise Saturday one shot that we're running because it's a holiday weekend and my normal game got canceled. And these lovely people here with me, similarly, barely have a life, so they decided they wanted to play some D&D as well. I'm just kidding. It's because you guys love me, I know. I'm just kidding. That too. But anywho, I'm really excited. So I have this campaign idea that I was playing with. I put something down into writing, and I decided I wanted to grab whoever was down to play tonight and see who wanted to give it a test drive. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Before we get into player introductions, which we will get to set the scene for everybody watching this. Nobody's watching it live right now, but for the people that I know will watch it later. You guys are coming into the great city of Dawncrest. From afar, what is seen is basically a floating city. Basically, you guys would see an upside-down floating mountain with a great metropolis of probably somewhere near 100,000 people on top of it. Modern technology to a point, all ran off of arcane energy, so it's not like the glory of electricity as such is there, but it's all run off of arcane energy. That's what's on the upper city. On the undercity is a whole bunch of arcane machinery that is running and keeping the city floating, and the city is held into place by giant chains that run down to the surface, and there are also several gondola-type contraptions that go up and take people to and from the surface. And to read this little introduction that I wrote, we're going to say, welcome to the great city of Dawncrest, the crown jewel of the Brithian Empire, one of the majestic floating cities, a pinnacle of technology, and the epitome of luxury, the envy of the world. Here, everyone is happy and loves living and working in Dawncrest. We are even the home to Arcanine, the world-renowned makers of magical items and the producers of all of the arcane power contraptions that fuel the city. Chances are, if you use magic items at all, Arcanine probably had a hand in making it. One might think that life here in Dawncrest is idyllic, right? What a cruel, cruel jest. The reality is that the perfect place nonsense is from the upper city, where all the pictures are taken, where everyone visits, and that is not the real Dawncrest. Now, the true Dawncrest lies beneath the shimmering facade in the Undercity, where the poor folk live. They've got the perfect little scheme running, and they are running it flawlessly. The rich get richer, the poor stay poor. Down here, we barely scrape by, struggling, fighting to survive every day, working our fingers to the bone, in most cases, right up to the day we die. And what's worse is that down here in the dregs of the slums, we are so busy killing each other over scraps, stepping on each other's throats in a desperate bid for any semblance of upward mobility, and slamming our faces against the metaphorical glass ceiling of life that we don't even realize whose fault it truly is. To top it all off, Arcanine and their insatiable hunger for resources to craft their magical equipment and to run the cities are slowly bleeding the planet dry. We know it. The problem is, whoever dares to speak out publicly is either hauled off and institutionalized, silenced, and imprisoned, or simply killed. Things have to change. We've had enough. We are going to be the change, and it's time to act. That is the setting that we are painting for all of you guys. And now we're going to get into our characters. So, to start off, as always, putting age before beauty, the most experienced veteran player that we have, Mr. Ken, if you would introduce yourself and who you're playing tonight.
Good day, adventurers. This is more Drunken Blade. I'm going to be playing a little tiny goblin monk named Glimmer. I'm test driving some stuff I've been trying to figure out for another campaign, but I thought it would be a good way to end this character's career indefinitely at an appropriate age, in which not to be in trouble on the other stream.
There you go. Awesome. And Miss Lily, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Lily, or Lady Lily. I will be playing Adelaide Wendy, a swashbuckling pirate who's just kind of running from her past. That's why, somehow.
It all works out. All right, and then going to the man, the myth, the legend, Charles, the man of many words.
Hello, everybody. Today I am playing Dante Notch, a fighter who's not the smartest or charismatic, but you tell him with a pointed sword and he'll do his best to support you in doing so.
Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, the rare appearance of my lovely wife, Miss Jen. Who are you playing tonight?
Well, tonight I'm playing Ravana Nightsong, who's a wizard, but really I got into some trouble when I was younger with my vampire daddy's skills that started showing through. But really, I'm here to help those who can't really help themselves. You know, trying to help out those folks that we were talking about earlier.
Beautiful. What a lovely party this is. So where we are going to start our story off is on one hot summer night. Well, it's always kind of hot here in the Undercity. The constant hum of the arcane machinery going around in the background kind of just becomes a constant white noise to you guys. You guys are completely used to it at this point, with the three of you having grown up here in the city. You guys have all gotten involved in a quiet movement that is looking to strike out against Arcanine and to start making a difference. All of you have gone to the surface before. You guys have taken the gondolas down. You guys have seen what can be down there. You've seen what the world can look like. but you've also caught glimpses of what Arcadine is doing to this world. In the few mines that you've seen, maybe you've tried to work there to earn some extra cash. You have seen where the greenery is not so green. It looks almost kind of like this kind of muted, faded green. The vegetation doesn't look so lush. It looks like it's just drying out, and you guys can all just tell it is literally draining the life out of the planet in those places. And you guys decided to take some action. So you joined this movement that's called Landslide. Charles, I know you can appreciate that. But you joined it looking to make a difference, and you guys got instructions to meet up with a mysterious figure at a bar known as Cloud9 down in the slums.
Just for clarification, are we starting up top or are we starting down below?
You're starting in the Undercity.
We start in the Undercity.
Yeah. So I will say that you guys are starting somewhere outside of this barn. Maybe you guys are just kind of all meeting up. Maybe you guys are starting off looking for Glimmer in the little barrel that she lives in or something. I don't know. Tell me what's happening. I see Glimmer living in a barrel or a crate or something. What do you think, Kim? With like a pillowcase as a blanket?
Sure.
Beautiful. All right. So you guys are all meeting each other. You guys are all seeming to see each other, all kind of making your way towards this bar. It's one of the few bars down here in the slums. So you guys take it away. Act it out. Tell me what's happening. Paint me a picture.
We're walking towards the bar, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, Adelaide for sure probably be straggling behind the others with a bottle already in hand, kind of half swaying from the fact that the bottle is almost gone. So be like,
I love it.
you guys hurry up, please. We're about to be out of liquor.
We're going to a bar, dear. I think they will have some more.
Yes, but there's only a certain amount of time between drinks, and I can't go past it. I get a little upset.
True enough, true enough. Has anybody seen Glimmer?
I have not, but then again, I really don't know what Glimmer looks like at this point. It's been a while, I guess. But
Glimmer knew we were meeting here, right?
I'm standing right behind you.
Oh!
Oh, I thought you were a hallucination.
No,
That takes the last
been
of the drink.
I've been watching you teetering and tottering, wandering about the city all day. Your incessant need to drink that foul liquid is possibly the most disgusting thing I've ever imagined in my life. But yet, I'm set forth with you today to possibly do something good. So I figure, what the hell?
Oh, Glimmer. Ever so eloquent as always. Shall we?
Well, a lady does need to grow up every once in a while.
Adelaide just throws the bottle behind her.
Who are we here?
You hear
whiskey.
I'll use my deflect missiles. Do a little hop and catch it.
Oh, you're gonna catch it? Okay.
Dearie, this is at least worth something to somebody, and I'll stick it in my little pouch.
Oh, all right. Beautiful.
That's adorable.
Who are we here to meet again?
You were told that you were to meet a man named Viram Barkov.
Viram. I do not have Right documentation.
No, because I just came up with the name, so I told you.
I know, but I'd like to
Oh,
write
with a
something
name.
down.
With a name like Viram, sure to be a very eccentric character somewhere. Can I roll for perception to see if I see him?
Yeah, as you walk in the bar, you do see a few patrons. Go ahead, give me that perception check with disadvantage because you are drunk as shit.
It's 4 and 14. So for 4 plus, oh, I'll get the plus for the disadvantage, right?
No,
So
you
for-
get the plus still.
Oh, I still get the plus. Then
Yeah.
that's 10. Then that's
10? Okay, so Adelaide is not too helpful at this moment looking around. She sees a lot of people. If somebody else wants to make a quick perception check.
Everyone looks so. Why does everyone blurry? I'm usually quite better at this.
I'll make a check.
All right, give me that perception check.
Oh, that was terrible. How about a 12?
A 12?
I rolled
So
a 3.
now you got 2 of your party that's just sitting there
2.
saying,
I have
surely.
a plus 9. I rolled a 3. Oh.
I will say it this way. It takes you guys a minute, but eventually in a darker corner, you do see a guy that is sitting there in some dark green robes and everything like that. And
Did we know what he looked like?
well, you know the uniform of the members of Landslide. And you catch the subtle
We're looking
insignia.
for landslide. Mm-hmm.
You said it's the color green?
Yeah, like dark green.
Landslide.
Okay. I think.
And it looks
I
slightly militant, like it's got a little camo to it, but it looks faded and worn as shit. Like he probably got it not even secondhand, but like third hand, picked out of the trash somewhere.
Adelaide smacks Dante. Like, green over there. Green. I can't talk all of a sudden. Green over there.
All right, then. So what are we waiting for? And then Dante's just gonna walk over and sit across from him. We're like, "Oh, I think you must be Verac. Well, thank you for making it obvious, so we wouldn't have a hard time finding you in this place." You know.
Well, you know, with the type of stuff we're fixing to do, being obvious ain't exactly the way we want to go.
It's the Undercity. Who cares? Everyone's doing something.
You don't think
shady.
Arcadon has eyes everywhere?
Whether they
You
have
don't
eyes is
think-
one thing, whether they care is another.
Of course they care. Here's the thing. If one person catches wind of what we're doing and takes that information to Arcadine, they will get paid handsomely for it. And considering that we're all lucky to make a copper a week, people will jump at the kind of gold they're offering. So, you know.
Oh, fine. I apologize for my lack of subtlety.
I suppose it's a good thing that sticking to shadows is my specialty.
Absolutely it is.
So what do you got in mind?
Well, the bosses say that you guys are ready to make a difference, and we're starting to go beyond just tagging buildings and putting out flyers. We need to do something that will get their attention. So, the job that we're giving you guys is this. We're going to hit one of their mines. We're going to blow it up, collapse it, make it so that it will be out of commission at least for 6 months. Is that something you guys feel like you could be up to?
Sounds like something that'll make a dent. It'll definitely make a splash. I'm always in for that.
It's either that or day drinking.
You seem quite good at that.
Oh, I'm the best, darling.
So what's the
Is she
plan?
going to be all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Because right now she's kind of painting me as a liability.
Nah.
Well,
Her inebriation is quite deceiving. Unfortunately, she's probably one of the best at what she does, given her status and lower level. But it's okay; she'll make out just fine. Um, as long as we keep her thoroughly intoxicated, it mellows her out just a tiny bit. She seems to fight a little bit better that way, but hopefully we won't get into these scuffles.
All right.
All that to say is I fight better drunk.
I'm going to have to take your word for it.
So what do we get out of this?
Well, for one, you helped make a statement that landslide is here and that we're going to make a difference. We get to make a mark against Arcanine. We get to start, hopefully, a revolution. One that will wake people up to the fact that there's more to this life than just the luxury of the upper city. They seem to paint us as some kind of pinnacle of civilization. Meanwhile, planet's dying. Arcanine ain't an infinite resource, not like they say.
Well, I mean, I do know that Glimmer said he's hoping for no scuffles, but this is sure to be a dangerous task still, you see. So, um, will there be any sort of monetary contributions to our endeavors here?
Well, luckily for y'all, one of our benefactors is from the upper city, and he wholeheartedly understands that some of y'all need monetary compensation to make it worth it. So he's willing to offer each of you 50 gold apiece, but you're going to have to keep it quiet because that kind of money sure to get attention down here. And when you all, I would say, like, when all of you hear 50 gold apiece, that would be like lottery money to you guys. Well, most of you.
Well, that's very generous.
Well, hopefully you guys are going to be long-term members of Landslide, and weapons and equipment cost money, so we understand. But this is contingent on you guys getting an in and out, unheard, unseen. We lost you there, Lily. I couldn't hear you if you were saying something.
No, saying this.
Yeah.
I was yeah. I was simply going to ask what would happen if we are seen.
Hmm.
Well, nothing can tie you back to Landslide. We'll say it that way. And don't get this twisted with the job we're about to give you. If you guys get caught, you guys will be labeled as domestic terrorists.
Oh, so the old disavow any knowledge of your existence before being tortured to death. Our families won't receive any compensation because we didn't.
Oh, we never said that. If you got family, we'll make sure to take care of them for you, and we won't let them go astray.
I'm sure you will, and I'll be able to check on them in my death. So it's mighty appropriate and
Look,
much
we're a organization of the people. We're for the people. We understand the risk that y'all are going to take. Y'all are going to be taken care of.
Yep. I've heard stories of leaders saying they were for the people and biding their time to cross them, only to become more powerful, and then double crossing the ones that they entrusted in the initial brigades that they were able to manifest.
I hear what you're saying because that's what Arcanine did, and I get that completely. But we just want to remove Arcanine. We don't want to put anybody in charge. We just want to open the people's eyes, save the planet if we can on our way.
Right.
This world was able to operate without Arcanine at one point before it got soft with all this technology and all the magic items and shit that they brought. Not saying that they don't serve a purpose, but at what cost? The cost of the planet's soul? I don't think so.
So
That's what we're about.
So isn't it possible to believe that this is just natural evolution taking place, and that if we allow it to continue on, the destruction of the entire race and civilizations that inhabit this planet will all be gone. A new seed will be germinated and hopefully populated by other planets within the solar system.
Well, now you're getting into a higher intellectual conversation.
That's
But
more
I
of those
will say,
philosophical conversations we've been having earlier, Glimmer. We can
I
save
will
that one
say,
for later.
do I think the natural process of evolution would result in something similar to this? Yes, I do. Do I think that it's fair for this planet that we are expediting it at an expeditious rate, or not expeditious? But are we expediting it? Yes, I do. Do I think that's fair? No, I do not. Now, I can't speak for thousands of generations down the line, but I can say that I myself have a wife and children, and I want better for them. I want better for the children of every single family down here in the Undercity.
Well, you haven't swayed me with any convincing speech of renowned orientation or oratory confessions of guilt and suffering that you must go through every day. The fact of the matter is that I have nothing better to do except for to get this one a little more drunk, that one a little bit more pleasure from pain, and the one at my side, the rather large fighter individual, I presume, because I'm so tiny, on our way to bash some fucking heads in. So,
I'll do
whatever.
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get my revenge on these acolyte bastards. How do you propose we do so? Aside from no witnesses?
And you see him kind of look to a couple individuals standing behind you, and suddenly behind you, you guys are conveniently shielded by kind of like a wall of people that seem to just be like raucously cheering for something.
Yes, flash mob.
And
I got a feeling.
I will say, sure, the music does turn up, and they sit there and
That's
they're just
beautiful.
having a good time. But he kind of leans forward and he takes out this parcel that is about, I'd say, about a foot wide in both directions and about 6 inches deep. And he just puts it on there, and it has some wires coming up on the front, and a little button on the top. I will let anybody give me an Arcana or a Nature check.
Push the button.
I would highly advise against it.
You're not pushing any buttons yet.
I am Groot. Yes. I am Groot. Yes. I am Groot. No!
I got a dirty 20 for an Arcana check.
Okay. And is anybody doing a Nature check? No.
I mean, I can do that too if you like.
I had an 11, if that helps.
Okay. So an 11 will be enough for this.
That'll do better than mine.
So with an Arcana check, you absolutely get the arcane vibes that this is a little Arcanine technology that's going in. So it's kind of kismet that they're using it against it. But with an 11 on the Nature check, you recognize just this kind of slightly like earthy smell, also slightly sulfuric smell, that this is a package of rune powder, which is quite possibly the single most explosive substance that you guys are aware of, and that this little parcel is enough that it would blow up a good chunk of the Undercity if this were to go off.
Ooh.
So you guys are going to find your way into that mine. You guys are going to plant this here. Once you hit this button, you're going to have about 3 minutes to get out. And then I say that when you need to get out and make your way, there's going to be one hell of a bang.
More like a witness deleter. Jesus.
Well, like I said, you guys are taking out one of these Arcanite mines. So we wanted to shut them down for a good amount of time.
What kind of highly flammable liquids are there?
I mean, there's a lot of alcohol everywhere. As you turn around and see Adelaide getting another one.
There it is. I have my
talking-
bottle of whiskey. What's going on?
You're talking about here in the mines.
I will say it's not whiskey. What you guys are drinking down here is the equivalent of like the strongest moonshine you can make.
Moonshine.
It is basically one step below pure alcohol.
I have no idea what this stuff is, but it is doing the job.
It is clear liquid that you've seen some people like putting into engines and like starting it off of that. Like, I'm sure it's not doing anything to your liver at all.
Adelaide's been drinking for a very long time. She's good.
I am fairly certain that's not how that works.
Adelaide?
That's how that works.
Oh, Jesus.
A lot of alcoholics in my family. I know how it works.
What's this guy's name again?
His name is
Viram.
Viram, Virom, Barkov, Birkov. And I will say, as he's talking, like you notice, he's got the kind of like burly beard. He's got like the heavy scar over the one eye that's kind of like a dead eye and all that kind of stuff. Like you can tell he's been in some shit.
So we have a map to get down there?
Well, one of the gondolas will take you right down there. Obviously, the problem with the gondolas is then, you guys have a chance to be seen. But if you guys keep low profile, or if you guys are feeling really risky, but almost surely you won't get seen, you guys can go down one of the chains. But
well, nevertheless, if we know where we're going, I'll allow one of these individuals here to escort us there. But the fact of the matter is that we'll need 2 bottles of that cleared flammable liquid, whatever the fuck it is, as initial compensation for me, by the way.
All right, not a problem. Taffrey, hook them up with 2, and you see him like two more. Because that one already took one whole bottle. I'm assuming she's going to pay for it.
She would throw her like the coin equivalent of what it's worth. I always pay my tab, darling. Don't you worry.
That is actively not true. But okay.
And then, okay.
As he takes out this long list. Like this, he is rolling this parchment for like a solid 16 seconds until he gets to the end, and he's like, one more bottle. And he was like, just so you know, you're up to an equivalent of 75 gold worth of liquor. Haven't paid a dime of it, but that's fine.
Oh, not
us. Yes, he keeps giving it to me.
Well, I mean, you're pretty, but anyway.
Exactly.
Dante wanted to know more about this plan. Since we already know the how and the where, do you perhaps have a when you're supposed to start this?
Well, the sooner the better.
And then, is it early in the day right now, or just?
It is like late afternoon right now, and you guys know that they do not operate the mines overnight. Or at least you guys don't think they do, because that's when most of the miners come back. So under your knowledge, the mines are operated all day, not at night. So you guys should have a pretty good chance to get down there. But
is this bar one that's frequented by a lot of the miners?
Well, no, this bar has a 21 and over stipulation, so not a lot of miners come in here.
So I guess I'm not supposed to be in here. But...
Well, that is human age, goblin equivalent. I understand you have to be like 7 to drink as a goblin.
Well, is there anybody smoking anything in here?
Not that you guys see. There is not generally a lot of money left over for tobacco products or other smokables.
Vernon, do you ever
Viram.
Viram, do you ever smoke anything?
I mean, personally, I do not. Not anymore. Back when I was in the army, I might.
I was just wondering if I could borrow your lighter or if that exists here.
So why not? And he kind of like takes out a Zippo type lighter and just kind of tosses it to you.
Thank you. We'll be on our way now.
Had me at 50 gold.
I'm just gonna get up and follow them out.
All right. So you guys are left with a decision on whether you guys are going to try to take the gondola down, which is an option, but like I said, more chances of getting seen. But if you guys have some good stealth rolls, you'll be all right. Or riding the chains down. And when I say chains, by the way, I mean each of these chains is like the size of a small house. Each of the links in this chain. So you guys going down, like, people have done it.
So
But
that's
if you
more like a climbing speed, then, yeah.
Huh?
That's more like climbing down than like sliding down, right? Okay.
Yeah. But if you fall, there's no rolling nothing. I'll just say it that way. Because I don't think any of you can survive like 100 something D6.
Did somebody pick up the device we're supposed to?
I'm assuming one of y'all did.
And we were given clear instructions on how to activate it. Just simply push this button here.
Pull the safety pin, push the button.
Who's carrying it?
Please say the drunk chick. Damn.
I got it.
The drunk chick carrying a bomb that could level the city would have been incredibly amusing.
I thought I was grabbing it. I did think I was grabbing it.
Oh, you did? Okay, then you got it.
That is wonderful. I am so happy.
I'm used to handling bundles of treasure. This can't be much different.
All right.
So, what do you guys propose the plan is? Do you try to sneak into the gondola? I think that's going to take a while to plan, or climb down the chains. Because, I mean, we could always jump and feather fall Tideman, but I think that'll be kind of risky there.
D&D skydiving?
Do we know if the gondola is like a manned? Like, I understand that it's going to be more risky to be seen, but are we going to have to overtake somebody?
So the gondolas, without making you even roll for it, you just know, especially you having traveled to the city,
right?
There are dozens of them that just operate as a constant flow to and from. Like, they don't even stop fully. You kind of get off as they're in motion. They do have an operator there that runs them, but generally it is kind of equivalent of going on the subway, right? Don't make much fuss. They don't pay much attention. You know, and you guys would have a pretty good chance of blending in with the folk. It would just be a matter of whether you catch one with the people from the upper city or you catch one from the lower city. The ones from the lower city, the undercity, they run much less frequently. But
can we tell?
Is
there a way for us to tell?
Tell what?
If it's from the upper or the under?
Yeah, the upper ones, they look much nicer. The people are generally dressed much nicer. That is generally where travelers come in. So there you'd have a little better of a chance of blending in. Because the lower ones, it is generally like the miners coming back. There are other jobs that happen down on the surface, but it is more. Oh, it is more frequent that it is just that it is kind of bigger carriages, just more uniformed people.
Personally, I
you
say
guys
we
would
might want to.
stand out a little bit more. But so it's either sneak up to the top and sneak onto a carriage, or stay down here and risk standing out. Especially the drunk chick.
I'm excellent at stealth. I am offended.
Personally, I say we might want to sneak up to the top and use that gondola because I'm not too sure about that whole climbing all the way down thing.
As usual, Ravana, you are correct. We should sneak up. It seems kind of stupid to just barge in.
Yeah, who would do that?
I
Yo.
know. Above game.
Oh, just to let you know, it's kind of hard to sneak around with all this armor. He's like, tap, bang, bang, bang. So I'll do my best. We can always see how hot it is when we get there. Let's scout out the area. Because I am a way better climber than I am trying to hide.
All right, tell me what y'all are doing. Glimmer, what are you thinking?
I'm looking around for what kind of trash and things are on the floor, on the ground.
I mean, it is picture big city kind of ghetto area. There is plenty of trash of all varieties. There is
Do I
wrappers
see any-
and shit. There are boxes. There's
Do I see anybody passed out?
make a quick perception check.
Also, the item that I'm
And-
holding, how big is it again?
Like I said,
So
foot
about-
by foot by about 6 inches. So you're gonna want to go ahead and get that in a pack or something pretty quick.
Yeah, so I was going to ask.
13.
Okay, 13. So you look around for a minute and you look over what looks initially just like a big trash heap, but then you see, upon just a little closer investigation, part of it kind of raising and falling, that you definitely see that a guy is passed out, kind of covered in like a box or something.
Good. I'll make my way over there.
Okay.
Kind of tap him with my staff to make sure that he's out.
So like as you do, like he rolls over and you just hear the he is out. Like a bottle rolls out from under the trash.
Then I will I'll take his shoelaces.
Okay.
Approximately how long are they?
Picture work boot shoelaces, so
Like 48 inches.
yeah, we can go
Sure.
with that. So you're robbing a homeless guy.
I have got to say, above game, these are questions I would have never have thought of,
So
and ideas that I need to like continue to like expand my thoughts of like shoelaces.
so
Okay.
we're walking to wherever we're walking to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna. So I have one empty. I have one empty glass bottle that I
Okay.
caught.
Yep.
I will take and open up the other full bottle of whatever this liquid was. This highly flammable liquid.
Yeah, it's moonshine more or less. So.
Okay, so I will pour half of it into the empty bottle so they're equal.
Okay.
I will cap them both off, and I will take a shoelace each, and I will tie it to the top, make kind of like a loop so I can loop them over myself.
Okay.
And then so I can carry them that way.
All right. So I will say if you have a means of lighting these things, you can basically add, just for how they'll work mechanically, a couple things of alchemist fire.
I have
that
I have a Zippo lighter.
There you go. Then you basically have two things of alchemist fire, more or less.
Dante watching Glimmer take the homeless guy's shoelaces. Well, then, if there's nothing else around here that might be useful later, Ravana, if you might lead the way since you're more experienced with these gondola thingies, and you
Mm-hmm.
try this, and then that way I can just follow you because I'm not that great.
It'd be my pleasure. Now we do have
Um,
to try to be quiet, so we'll do our best.
Adelaide, give me a quick survival check. I'm gonna call it with advantage because you spent your whole life down here in the Undercity, more or less. So
18.
okay,
Wait,
so
what's that's 21. With
21. All right. So what you would be remembering real quick is that how you get to the upper city to the place where you can get on the gondola is the normal way. There are checkpoints, and you basically have to have a work pass to get up there if you're from the Undercity, or you have to have a visitor's pass, something like that. But you know from poking around that there are a few ways to get up on these like service towers that you
Mm.
can go through some fences and stuff. There, it's highly dangerous because there's going to be some jumping going on, and there might be some electrified fences. But there are ways to get up there that you can sneak through there that you might have taken up there to totally legally procure some goods at some point.
Not I am fine. I am fine. I am fine. Okay, not to burst anyone's bubble, but if we take the gondolas, isn't there a chance that we'll get checked? They usually have them midway. I
That's to
do
get
know
up.
if the way to, yeah.
That's just to get to the upper city. It was where you get checked. Once you're up there,
But once we're
they
there,
don't.
Yeah.
You
What if
guys
we
can
so
took
if we
side
another
pick
way?
it,
What if
no
we took
problem.
another way up? I once in a while have indulged in a little bit of piracy here and there. If we go up this way and then the way you described and how to get there,
Yeah.
because
So she
that
basically
might be-
points towards these like rickety ass like service towers that looks like they should probably be condemned, but you know, they're there.
I think this sounds like a wonderful idea.
So it's a bit risky, but I think we're a fit lot. We'll be fine.
All right.
Lead the way, darling, and we'll follow you.
So Adelaide starts moving towards the
Okay.
area you specifically said.
Yep. So you start walking through kind of off the main city streets, kind of down through the alleyways a little bit. As you're walking, Adelaide, give me a quick dex save.
Save?
Yeah. I didn't hear a word you said, darling.
We lost your
18
sound.
plus 18 plus 8 for a 26. Sorry.
Okay, so 26. You just barely get out of the way as this dude from some kind of a like soup kitchen or restaurant or something just kind of hucks just this barrel full of God knows what out just onto the street because like the streets are getting kind of sticky. You get just a big grease splash like right there, and you just kind of like barely avoid it. And you know, the smell coming from back here is like, what's up?
Is it soup or is it oil? Or is it grease?
It's grease.
It's
Like,
grease.
yeah.
Like that white lard grease that forms in your
Like
you scrape off of the
did
Like
you
a
ever
grease
work
trap?
at a McDonald's or something? A fast
That
food
grease.
restaurant?
Okay.
or like when you clean off where they cook all the burgers, that kind of grease.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I will take a big scoop of it and I will put it in my pouch.
Glimmer's taking some.
Just a scoop of it right in the pouch.
Hey, might be useful. Watch yourselves. That was rude.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You wish, honey. Slams the door.
A face only a mother could love.
Your mother.
She's dead and
And Dante's gonna walk over to Adelaide and be like, "Hey, you okay there?" I think as he pats her in the back, like, "You fine?" I'm gonna give her guidance. Seems like you could use a helping hand. I'm gonna aid
Do you
her.
have a drink?
Didn't you bring it with you? That really expensive one?
Did you? I was
But I
gonna say,
suggest you
if
save
you
it.
polished off a whole bottle of Shine that quick, there was gonna be a con save to see if you went blind or something.
No, we're on the job. Sips.
Got it. Because I
How
can
about-
tell you, I have tasted some of that Shine, and it is enough that a shot glass got me drunk. So
Yeah.
All right. How about
had a
I
friend
hold
of
on
mine
to that
drink it.
bottle so you don't break it?
what was that,
I had
Kim?
a friend of mine drink as a dare when we were. Anyway, he
Yeah.
drank a whole thing of it. He was in the hospital for like 3 days with lead poisoning.
Yep, that shit is no joke.
Oh my god.
Anywho,
Oh. Adelaide took a small swig and then gives it to Dante because he asked her for it. All right, just be careful with it. All right,
it's very important.
my new best friend.
Awesome. All right, so you guys are making your guys' way up this rickety ass stair set, right? Like you guys have to jump every once in a while because stairs are missing. The walls look like if you put any kind of weight on them, that they would just crash through. A couple parts, the walls completely are there, and you're just making your way up. Like it's maybe 1.5 feet wide, and no railings on either side. So like, and you guys like look down, and you guys are like 100, 125 feet up in the air, and you're about halfway up. So you keep going up for a while, and you come up at a spot where there is about a 5 or 6 foot gap. There's no stairs that you can tell where they broke and fell off, and they're all there. So, what do you guys do?
Is that too high for like a jump, like a regular leap jump?
It would take a check to see if you land that, if you stick the landing. The jump itself, just 5.5, 6 feet, should be good for all of you, given that Glimmer is a monk. She's the only one that I'd be worried about. But the rest of you should be able to make it.
All right.
No problem.
I was gonna say there's no stairs or steps or anything, but
No, I'm saying the
they're like-
stairs like broke away.
are there still like railings at this part, or are there's like
Okay, picture the
How is
stairs
it-
going up, right?
yeah?
Whole stairway,
how's the
middle
bottom
missing,
connect- Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it's along this pillar.
Okay.
Just the stairs are completely out.
Got it.
Okay. Would it be an acrobatics and athletics check?
To land it, like I said, because I think looking at all your scores, your athletics are fine enough that y'all would make it.
Yeah.
But it would be an acrobatics to land it, more or less.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 15 plus the
What's
10
up?
acrobatics. That's a 25.
Dante, what's up?
Oh, I said down to seeing this. This. I'm actually pretty useful with this since I got the strength. I'll just go
Okay.
to the edge and I'll
Yeah.
like kind of position myself to like help them jump, so they
Okay.
can get some kind of advantage. And I'll tap them with guidance as we're gonna jump, and then they can
Okay.
help me with.
So Adelaide, you see her like land, and she kind of like takes a couple drunk steps as she lands, but then she just kind of does a little like flourish, and she's fine. She's totally Captain Jack right now. She's just all right. So who's up next?
That is exactly how I'm playing this. Thank you for catching on.
Beautiful. I dig it.
I'll jump. I got a 12 plus 5 for a 17.
17. All right. And with that, you do land it just fine. Glimmer, are you up next? Give me a check if you would. 26.
26.
You land that perfect. You are completely good. And then a 20 from Dante. All right, so you guys make it. I will say all of you guys kind of feel the stairs like shake a little bit as Dante, wearing his full armor, jumps up there. And I like the three of you probably kind of like slowly look back at him a little bit as you hear the creaking kind of going on. Like
Can I just say I'm using my staff also while I'm walking?
Sure.
You know, just holding onto my staff kind of
Yeah.
as I'm going up the stairs. Oh,
Yeah, no problem.
I have it in my hand.
Well, before this thing falls with us on it, Adelaide, how much further is it to this contact of yours for these passes? Is it?
Shouldn't be much further. Do I roll to know how much further? Roll history.
No, I would say that you guys
That's
can like look
awesome.
up and you can see kind of the top of this plate, and that's sweet. So
Mine
for
sucks compared to his.
so for flavor, is Glimmer's staff just like a conglomeration of shit she found on the street that she just put together to make a weapon? You are muted, sir.
It is. Hold on. It is a quarterstaff,
Okay.
and it. For flavor for tonight, we can say that it has some kind of little bit of clockwork on it
Okay.
for the flavor for what it does.
That's awesome.
Can I ask
Sweet.
an above game question?
Yeah.
Is Glimmer identifying as a girl or a guy? Because it says he, him, but you keep saying she, and I'm getting confused.
Oh, my character is a female.
Okay.
I am a boy.
Oh,
So do you want me to change that to say
you are a
do
boy.
it like
Ken
what
is a
we
boy, and
what
Glimmer
we
is a
call your
female.
character is what we go off of, so that I
Oh.
can refer to your character in the right way.
okay?
And Charles just chooses to be difficult and not put it up there no matter what because he's kind of a dick.
I apologize. I am not trying to offend, or I was just trying to clarify because I was getting really confused.
So what is it specifically? She, her,
She, her.
She, her. And then Lily over there, I can't even see the end of hers.
See, that's why I almost didn't.
It's like,
put mine
I'm
down
going to put 30,000 words in here so that Brian doesn't know, but it's okay because
Look at the name.
generally
Look at me.
plays
I am very femme
Yeah.
presenting.
very femme presenting, so that's okay. All right, so you guys are nearing the top, and to specify, it's not going to a contact. It's pretty much going to more or less
we're just going up. Yeah.
yeah, to this place where it's like I said, it's kind of a service tower, and that there is just this little hole in the security wall that you guys can get through, but there is a risk of mild to severe electrocution that Adelaide may or may not have told you about yet. Probably not.
Probably not yet. I was probably going to say something when we got there.
Yeah.
Since I just learned this.
So I'll say, you guys get up there and you finally get to the point where you see this hole that immediately would make Dante nervous with how big it is. The rest of you probably feel like, especially Glimmer, you're just looking at it like, yeah, that's no problem. Adelaide, you've been through it, so you know it's a little bit of a squeeze, but you know. Because you're a halfling, right? Or did you change that?
I changed that because
okay,
the character
so
I had was matching the other one.
Okay. So you're now just what are you?
I am 5'9". I am
okay.
tall.
So Dante, I'm guessing, is bigger. So you might get a little nervous, but you are seeing this wall and this kind of like hole in it, and on the side facing you guys is just this metal. I want to say kind of like chain, but it's more like rebar running over there. And every once in a while, you guys just hear that kind of crackle of electric energy that flows through it. So you can tell there is definitely that it's charged.
So if I can go through unabated, I will, or unscathed, I will go through it.
All right. You go through
Not so fast,
I will immediately look for an off switch.
You do not see one anywhere near where you're at.
Okay, I gave it a try.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, just
It's
relax.
safe. It's safe to come through.
Just don't touch it. Don't touch it unless you want to get electrocuted. And it's sometimes not on, but right now it is very much on. So, yeah. I think she would also try to get through it very carefully.
Yeah, Dante's seen how difficult this looks. I'm just gonna.
All right, give me a. I'll call it sleight of hand. As you're kind of slowly making your way through that.
Do you want everybody to do that?
Yeah, because you guys are gonna have to kind of like deftly maneuver your guys' way through it, and I don't think acrobatics explains it right.
14 plus 4 for an 18.
Okay.
You said sleight of hand.
Yeah. Did I see an 11 under you, Charles?
Yeah, I was looking for the D4.
I'm looking for that D4.
14.
Okay.
22.
Those checks reflect
Okay,
the story properly.
Okay, so Adelaide and Ravana, you guys get through just fine. Dante, on the other hand,
how can I help? How can I help?
you see him kind of like trying, because he's wearing full metal armor too. And you see him get most of the way through, and Adelaide, you are the first one that notices, like, he's standing up just a little too quick, and the shoulder catches it, and you see him, that's not really bad. You're going to take 8 lightning damage real quick as you just get hit, and you just see this kind of like, kind of thing of electric energy. Nothing happens. Like no alarms go off or anything. You just that little jolt to your system is just. I will say, like, are you wearing some kind of a helmet or no? No? Yeah, you definitely see his hair is like standing up a little bit as he's just like, whoo!
Are you all right?
Yeah, it was just a tick.
Does anybody else smell burning?
Burning hair.
All right. So you guys come out into the lower part of the upper city. And it is a distinct difference between the slums and the upper city, where you see the streets up here are clean. There is nobody sleeping on the streets. Everybody is walking around very well dressed, very clean. Everything smells really good up here. Like, and then one of the first things after you guys walk out of this alley that you guys notice right away is that it is quiet, not in the sense of like you don't hear people, but that distinct, very loud kind of just thrum of the slums with the arcane engines that are going is gone. And Ravana, you've been around, you've been here, so like it immediately is just that kind of like you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to the other ones who haven't spent much time in the upper city, like it would almost be like oddly quiet to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys are used to hearing people.
Mm-hmm.
This must be so nice. I could actually hear myself think.
Sense of calm up here.
I can actually hear myself think. Where's my drink? I need the rum whiskey thing. Give me the good shit I lent you. She reaches over for the bottle from Dante.
Still neither whiskey nor rum. Straight up moonshine. But, you know, that's okay.
She'll get it right when she gets it right.
If you look around,
she grabs it from him and takes a swig.
So what was that, Jen?
Wonderful. Fuzzy.
The buzz is back. So if we look around, are we able to see a gondola that are we seeing comings and goings of this gondola? How long did it take us to get up there? If it was like kind of afternoonish when we were at the bar.
It wasn't terribly long. I mean, it was walking up. You figure.
Oh, It wasn't okay. So okay,
You know, well, I mean, it was still a lot of flights of stairs, to be honest. But
okay. So
you
again,
know, it was
so
still like
are we getting towards
it is getting
quitting
into
time
the
or what?
early evening time. Yeah, that it is like you are starting to see, as you guys are walking, like people are starting to kind of file out of buildings. You know, people in suits and everything like that. Lots of briefcases going around. You notice up here, everybody is happier. And you definitely do notice that you guys look distinctly less clean.
I think we should stick to the shadows. We might draw a bit of attention.
I mean, you're the one leading the way to these passes, so whatever you say.
You guys do see like a sign that points you towards, like you see, you know, cafe and bar and Adelaide. You get slightly distracted because you see one that says liquor store, like, but then you do see one that says tramway and it points, you know.
This way. And then she kind of just starts heading, trying to keep to the wall, kind of stealthy. as they
Okay,
go to.
towards
Not
which
like
one?
cartoonish. Just kind
Right.
of
No, towards like which one?
towards the railway.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say towards the liquor store. So, yeah,
I have priorities. I have
I have
priorities.
priorities.
Wait,
All right.
however, can I walk past it?
No, it is like liquor store that way, tramway that way.
Oh, I thought it was on the way.
Adelaide
going
looks
to
slightly.
the tramway.
Adelaide looks slightly sad.
Are there bathrooms?
I'll be back.
As you guys get to the tramway hub, yeah, you see some the kind of typical like you see in the train stations, like a place with like lockers and stuff like that, and yeah, you see some bathrooms over there, and I will say, like, you see a wide variety of the different races, too. Like, it is not, I mean, it is still predominantly humans, but you see a few other goblins, you see half elves and regular elves, you see, up here, you don't see really many of the bigger races, like orcs, half orcs, Goliath, even a couple minotaurs, all that you see down in the bottom, because they are known for, you know, being able to lift the very heavy things and everything in the machine shop. So they're there. Up here, not so many of those, but you do see some of the goblins that are generally working as like janitorial staff and stuff like that.
So, I'll make my way into the women's restroom. I'll be
Okay.
right back. Is there a hand pump soap dispenser?
Sure.
Okay. I'll go over to the hand pump soap dispenser. I will take one of the both of the bottles, uncap them, and I will put about 5, 6, 7 squirts of liquid soap in them, and then mix them up with the liquor that was in there.
You are making bombs.
Yeah.
That's what you are making.
I'll put the cap back on, look around, steal a bunch of if it's like thin toilet paper.
Yep.
I'll take a big thing of it about yay big.
You know, like one
And
ply.
I will stuff it into the pouch that I put all the that I put that handful of scoop of grease, stuff in
Okay.
there.
I will say, like, as you turn around, you see
And then
like
I'll wash
one of the goblin like janitors, like this other like lady goblin janitor that just kind of looks at you and just like turns around and like not even gonna ask.
No, excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, dear. Well,
Unfortunately, I mean, look at me. I'm a little bit of a mess.
I can see that, dearie.
Well, it's one of those things. But
I understand.
I was wondering, do you have any cleaning supplies that I could borrow? Ammonia, bleach.
Roll a persuasion check because you see her looking conflicted.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
I will actually.
I will say with advantage too.
I will actually say, in that same sentence, I'm using them for the betterment of the good, and use deception instead.
Okay.
18.
18. I came from the Undercity too, so just here, and she like hands you like kind of like a bottle of each, and like is like trying to make it so that nobody can see it. Like just take this and go. I understand.
I sincerely appreciate it. If I had any coin, I would give it to you. But
no. It's I would refuse it outright. Just God's luck to you. Okay.
And again, make my way back out to everybody. I washed my hands, by the way.
Okay.
When Glimmer comes back out, there you go. Did you count to 20? You sing the ABCs while you did it?
And now there's a dog barking at her.
Angry.
There's a dog barking at her, like this little chihuahua that to her is like almost like a Rottweiler.
They're playing.
As Drew is coming out, Adelaide remember that she also has a bladder and she has been drinking. She's like, actually, and then she'd run in real fast.
Oh no!
Pee break.
She's breaking
And
the
then
seal
come out after
way
having
too
washed her
early.
hands too, kind of like, much better. Who has the bottle again?
Did
Are
you
you
count
saying
the
that
ABCs?
in the bathroom?
No, she
No,
came
like,
out. She washed her
oh,
hands and came
I'm
back
not
out.
I'm not play acting that. Like she went into the out.
That just reminds
Not
me of
that
that
kind,
Viva
not
La
that kind of
Dirt
stream,
League
guys.
thing.
Not that kind of stream.
Has anybody pooped in game? No, that's gross.
So as everybody comes back out and like we kind of,
Make
Yeah,
a
I got my
con
way.
save. I'm just kidding.
I am going to quietly say, now remember, y'all, we are in the upper city. We need to pretend like we actually like to be here. Everyone's very happy up here. We already stand out just a little bit too much. So we might be trying to sneak our way over to that gondola. But remember to put on yourself a happy face here.
All right, what are you saying, ma'am? He's gonna spit shine my shield real quick.
So you're just walking around with your shield like on your arm?
Where else
That's
does it go?
that is good to know.
Are there
I have a box on my back as like a backpack. Like we already look suspicious.
are there any street food vendors down here? I'm hungry.
Their taco truck.
No, I will say because this I see it having like New York vibes. You see like a hot dog vendor.
Hot dog.
Also, a question: if I have a cloak on, would that also, is that something like if I have a cloak on in like my sheet and stuff? I have it on me in the game, right? Like I
Yeah.
could. Okay, so she has
Yeah.
her cloak on covering the box.
All right. That dog is bothering the shit out of Glimmer.
Can somebody can somebody buy me a hot dog, please?
I got you, honey.
Are
I'll buy her a
there
hot dog.
are there squeeze bottles of ketchup and mustard?
No,
Or are
it
they
is the
Packets.
it is the packets. It is the packets. I will say, like, what she brings you though, what they sell here is like, you would be robbing them of their ketchup and mustard. No, she brings you back basically, if you've ever had it, like a Chicago dog.
Oh, they're so good.
lick the tomatoes off? Vile, disgusting thing.
What is wrong with you? That's all I put. That's all I put on my hot dog.
But I'm gonna take 6 ketchup packets.
6.
That seems like a very specific number.
Well, I'm taking 400 ketchup packets. No, I'm just taking 6.
Dude, I have seen those people at the doghouse. The restaurant up here is called the Doghouse. There are people that I see just take these like massive handfuls of like ketchup things. It's like, okay.
It's from the east side, so yeah, you got to take your full handful, so you don't. You're taking them home.
I
know.
guess.
So,
They,
but I
they
took a
stopped
handful,
doing-
and I'll take one more because I took 7 on accident. So you got only your 6.
Yeah,
now.
you have to ask for them here in California now. They don't usually have them out.
Oh,
Because here in Sacramento, all the homeless population would go into McDonald's, take all the ketchup packets, and that's what they would eat, the ketchup packets. So
I can see that being a thing.
yeah.
But all right,
Like,
before we get you guys on the gondola, we are going to take a quick break because, to be honest, I really need to pee. Is what is going on right now.
too much bathroom talk.
Yeah, I was going to say it was mentioned, and then all of a
Thanks,
sudden it
Adelaide.
jumped in my head of shit. I am human and also have a bladder. So we're going to go ahead and just roll our break real quick. You guys watching at home, we will be back in 5 minutes for a quick bio break for us as players. So yeah, we will be right back, y'all. Hello and welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening with us on this one shot that we are calling Clockwork Nexus Presents A Time for Action. So far, the party has met with their contact with the organization called Landslide that they are getting involved in. They got given an assignment to go to a mine, and they have the orders to blow it up because they believe that Arcanine, the kind of evil overlord corporation as they see it, is slowly killing the planet, and they want to make a difference. So they're going to start off by making a statement by taking out a mine. They have made their way from the slums of the Undercity to the Upper City, where they are standing out a little bit. And what has successfully happened so far is that Adelaide has taken a pee, and Glimmer went into the bathroom and filled a couple of bottles that already had some liquor in them with hand soap, and then asked for bleach and one other thing. What was it? Bleach and
Ammonia.
So Glimmer is becoming a full-on domestic terrorist, is what's happening. They know what's up. And Dante got shocked by a little electric fence. And that is what happened. So now the party is trying to figure out a way to make their way onto one of the gondolas in a way that won't get the attention pulled to them. So that is where we are picking up. Ladies and gentlemen, take me away. What are you guys doing?
Well, there is the option of, just whacking one of the guards over the head and getting onto the gondolas. Or
Is there?
sneak by.
Wait, so your person you knew for the passes is just a worker and mugging him?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
We don't.
I don't have
No.
enough liquor in me.
No.
I need more.
You didn't have a.
We
You
don't know him. We don't have a
anybody.
contact, right?
No. All she
We're
knew
just
was
going
a way
on
to
to
get.
right
All she knew was a way to get up to the Upper City.
up to the Upper City.
That is
So then-
as much as her information took her.
However, could I please get the liquor?
I say we stick to the shadows and find ourselves onto that gondola. As long as we're looking for the Undercity, we look for the gondola that's a little less, little less fancy.
Probably the one in the corner.
So there's like a monetary fee or a pass just to get onto the gondola.
Generally there are passes, but you do see right now that there are just mobs of people that are making their way on, and you see some guys that are kind of looking over the masses. You do see everybody getting on kind of has like this little wristband thing that has the color green on it right now as they're getting on.
Just steal one.
What if we just like don't be suspicious? Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious. Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious. With the if everyone's trying to get home, it's all kind of chaotic anyway. What if we try to just sneak on? Like we look like we know what we're doing.
Confidence is key in any heist or act of terrorism. I say we sneak on.
If we get caught, we can. Your facial expressions do not show
I
confidence.
mean, Glimmer, if you have any interest in trying to sleight of hand one off of somebody that, because you do see like magazine stands, newsstands, stuff like that you see some people lined up on. If you had any interest to try to lift one or two, you can go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, or two, or three, or however many you want to make.
Sounds like a trap.
I'm not a thief, but we do have one in the party, so I would suggest her using her best abilities to try to procure one at first. I'll be more than happy to assist you, if you don't mind. Let's take that gentleman right there, the tall gentleman with the nice suit and the small backpack on his back. That one, looking at the girly magazine. Let's take him. I
So
will.
you see a young guy in like this kind of wrinkly suit. His hair is kind of spiked a little bit, and he definitely has like a play dragon. That's what he has, and he's opening it up, and he's just not even shy about it. He's just like, yeah. And
Are you,
you guys
Adelaide?
hear him say under his breath, "Them some dritties, dude." Yeah.
Wow.
Adeline, are you ready?
Always ready, darling.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, sir. Have you seen my father?
Yeah. He like closes the magazine real quick. Yeah. I wasn't looking at
My father looks at the same things all the time. He's engrossed in the most just disgusting things as well. It's okay. It's quite common in my household. Even though he is a goblin, he likes to look at the human figure in all of its forms, including men and women. And looking at you, are you indeed into other species or any other?
I mean, I don't. I feel kind of weird talking to this random person about this. I was just looking. Who are you?
My name's Fizzlebottom Do-Gooder.
That's a weird name for a goblin. Okay. And who are you looking
And
for?
your name, sir?
Fuck you.
Fuck
My
you.
name. My name is Tharn.
Are you propositioning me, Mr. Fuck You?
No, that's not my name. My name is Tharn. You just fuck you, Ken. Fuck you so hard.
Do it, Adeline. Do it.
I got a 22 inside a hand.
I'm giving all the assistance I can to have her try to take one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, with the 22, you do manage to take off one of those or his wristband that he has on. So he's just sitting there like, and you will notice like he's trying to like keep the magazine like behind his back a little bit. So you just kind of like just deftly like undo the clasp on it and just kind of.
Okay, so as that happens, she kind of just gets it, tucks it away, then gives a look at the magazine. You're like, you and I have similar tastes.
What? Why is everybody noticing my magazine all of a sudden? And he just like drops it and like runs away. Just
I'll pick it up and put it back on the newsstand.
Okay. I like
so you guys got one.
My purchasable fruit. And who do I hand it to?
Well, I'm gonna need it because I'm not. My stealth is disadvantaged.
Right. So she hands it over to.
Just gonna put my shield away first so I can put it on.
Okay.
She hands it over.
So, are you guys sticking with the one, or are you looking to score 3 more for the rest of you? Because I will just say,
I'd
if
say one.
you guys are going to run a similar thing, I will just let you roll 3 more with advantage because you are being helped. I will not make you RP all 3 lifts, but if you guys are just going with the one, that's cool too. We can go with some other rolls. It's up to you guys.
Well, if we can just try, I mean, we might as well try to get as many as we can.
Yeah, because if we don't get them, we'll still have to.
Okay. So Glimmer is helping you, so give me 3 sleight of hands with advantage. As you guys just watch Glimmer and Adelaide go at the same scam.
That was 13 plus 4 for a... Can't do math all of a sudden.
17.
17.
There you go.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, that sucked. That's a 9.
It's
Sorry,
with
8.
advantage. It's with advantage,
Oh.
so you roll twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first 2 you're fine. You can roll that one again.
Okay, so that one came out to an 11, so for 15.
Okay. So with that, yeah, you kind of the last one you get a little nervous, but Glimmer kind of gives it a little extra sauce there at the end just to pull it off. So you do manage to get 3 wristbands, and I will say, as you're kind of walking with the last one, you do notice a few people like starting to like pat their pockets a little bit. So you get the feeling that maybe you guys should move on quickly before anybody starts asking.
Time to move
All
on.
right, does everybody have one? Yes, we all do. Let's get out of here before someone notice that they don't have theirs.
As you guys are like looking back over your shoulder, you notice that the one bro in the suit is like making his way back to the same magazine and picking up his play dragon, looking around like, because weird people don't come back. All right, so you guys do manage to get on. I will say, Dante, you in particular, do get noticed. Like, see a couple of guards like looking at you, and they kind of like start approaching. What do you do?
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Kind of kind of vibe, you know.
Okay. Hey, you there, big guy in the armor. You got your pass?
Yes, sir, I do. Just kind of flash it.
Okay, make sure to keep them weapons stowed at all times. They ain't usually allowed, but obviously you got up here with them, so.
I'm starting a new job today, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Don't be a problem now, you hear?
Never, sir.
Okay. And he just kind of like goes back, but you notice that they are definitely staring at you. And the 3 women, you notice you can move a little bit easier because all the attention is on the big guy.
Okay, so.
But
Are we still on the gondola?
Yeah, you guys finally got onto the gondola, and I will say, like, Ravana, you've been here before. But for the 3 other ones, you have never ridden in such luxury. Like, these seats are padded and, like, they are like the softest leather chairs and everything like that. Like, nice big rows that you guys have. There's even a little footrest that pops out. You got a place where you can put your overhead stuff, and everybody seems kind of settle in because it's about an hour ride down, so everybody's kind of getting comfortable. You see some people pulling out magazines. You see some of the older guys are kind of like laying their chairs back and falling asleep. Like, as you guys are on the gondola, it starts moving, or it keeps moving because all of you guys kind of get on, like, because they don't fully stop. But now it's just kind of going down, and you like look out, you see that you guys are thousands of feet up in the air. And you just have the gentle sway of the gondola, not like rocking like huge or anything, just the gentle sway of it kind of moving along. And Adelaide, you got your hand up. What's up?
No, it's just I let her be sitting there, kind of looking around, taking it in, and and I look over to her friends. They make it very difficult to not want to kill them.
You'd be correct, yes. They
If
have
I
a lot
see
of money
one
and
person,
they like to flaunt it, yeah.
if I see one of them eating any kind of pastry, I will lose it.
Remember why we're here, honey.
As
Yes.
Glimmer, you notice like right over her shoulder is this dude just eating a donut. Like,
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Would you happen to have another one of those pastries?
I do.
And I was wondering if you knew if the windows to this. What are we on again? I'm sorry.
Gondola.
Gondola.
Yeah.
Do you know if the windows to this gondola can be easily opened?
I mean, they do open slightly at the bottom. Though I suggest not doing it when you are this close. I mean, it's your first time on the gondola. Up here the wind speed is quite a bit, more than it is down there. But yes, they do open.
I was just in school one time, I learned about this velocity and falling and different things, and I'm wondering, can I get that pastry from you first of all?
I'm. I mean, shouldn't your like mom or dad or something like that buy you? I mean, I roll persuasion.
You sound like the guy is asking her to roll persuasion.
Yes,
I'm
persuasion.
I'm lying about it. So can I just use deception?
If deception is your thing, go for it.
Yep. I'll add a lie into everything. It's only an 8.
Nope. He rolled a 1, so
Oh.
he's just sitting there like, sure. I here you go, and he gives you like the basic white like paper bag type thing, just kind of like very confused, like.
I sincerely appreciate this. No, I mean, to be honest with you, I was wondering. I mean, that opening is not wide enough. I'm just wondering, at what velocity do you believe the human body falls if they were to be pushed out of it?
And he just like turns around and like makes his way toward, like gets out of his seat and like goes to the back of the carriage and is just like, nope.
I turn and kind of plop down in his seat and kind of relish in the warmth of his seat. Like, kind of warm. I take the bag. I look over at Adelaide and throw her the bag.
Adelaide catches it and she's like, Glimmer, you are the best. And then she takes whatever the donut and starts eating.
I was gonna say it's like a typical like Long John donut with like, you know, it's got the chocolate frosting with like the rainbow sprinkles on it and everything. So it's like,
Oh,
I
I
offer
wanted
a
to
bite
get
to
donuts for
Ravana.
breakfast.
I break off a piece for Dante and offer a piece to Ravana and Glimmer. Because if it's a long one, it's a lot. More for me. And then she just eats the rest.
None for me. I had a foot long earlier, and I just kind of lean back.
Glimmer, you notice that there's a little button right on your left hand that you can like under your finger on your left hand. Do you press that button? Yep, you turn on a massage, and because she's so small, you see her just like whole body shaking.
Push it again.
It starts moving faster. Glimmer's eyes are just moving over.
Just gotta get comfortable and kind of pass out a little bit.
Okay.
Adelaide's eating her pastry and is very, very happy. Remember, she's still technically drunk.
Dude, donuts when you're drunk are the shit. I say that from experience.
I went this morning to the Mexican store and bought all kinds of pan dulce, like 2 big fucking giant bags of all different kinds.
Of what?
I hate you. I've been wanting donuts forever from the shop here. Freaking pan dulce is amazing.
Mexican pastry, sweetbread, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, I think we had some of those when we went down to Mexico, and it was delicious. Though it did make me sad because I was like, "This is like donuts, but not as sweet as we have them up here." Because I think they make stuff with real sugar down there.
Well, yeah, and that's because
there's above game. Their soda doesn't taste the same either.
Everything.
Their soda doesn't taste the same. Like it tastes like.
I see, because it uses real sugar.
Yeah, it's like it was like unsweetened Coke, and I'm just like, this is like almost Coke, but not really.
I actually prefer the Mexican Coke because we actually had it here earlier, 2 days ago?
That, and I laughed at the fact that they all kept on referring to iguanas as Mayan chickens, and I thought that was hilarious. And they did warn us one morning because I wanted to go for a walk like early in the morning, and it was cold enough because we went down there when it like there was a little bit of a chill. They had to warn me about iguanas falling from trees because apparently, if it gets cold enough, the iguanas just kind of like go into this hibernative state, and they can get like blown out of the trees and they can just land on you. Interesting fact. Anywho, moving on.
Anywho, Ravana is just sitting in her chair watching them and
Did-
kind of like
Did
shaking
Glimmer
her
turn
head.
off the massage thing, or is it still on?
Glimmer's got her massage going, and she's gonna.
All of a sudden, you see the roller massage goes, and you start feeling it poking you in really weird places. Glimmer's just over there. What are the rest of you doing in this opulent gondola with massage chairs and everything? Like, what are you guys?
Did you hear what
explain
I
this
had
to me.
said?
What?
Well, I had said that I'm sitting there trying to be. I've been here before, so I'm trying to be.
You're trying to look like you've been here before.
I'm trying to look like I've been here before, and again, just kind of like looking over at Glimmer and like kind of nodding, like kind of shaking my head, and just I am not turning on the massage chair.
Glimmer is looking worried, like I don't know how to turn it off. She doesn't realize that she's only been hitting the button that just changes the intensity, not the off button that's right next to it.
I will reach over Glimmer and turn it off for her.
Thank you. I think it released a molar. Oh shit! That's a rather large tooth.
So, Adelaide, what are you doing?
Eating a donut.
I'm eating my donut. I'm sitting there eating my donut. Kind of just chilling, waiting for the ride to end. Looking over at Dante, who also isn't told us what he's doing.
I'm just staring at the snack because I've never had one before, so I don't know what's about.
I handed a piece.
I don't know what it is. This shit looks expensive. I don't know.
Well, if I'm
what am I
eating
supposed to do
it,
with
it's
this?
fine.
Put it in your face hole. I will say, Dante, you gotta get the look from this business looking guy that's just sitting there and just first time at the upper city, huh?
Yeah, I've started a new job, so all this is kind of a dream.
Yeah, well, trust me, we got about hour and a half, so have a seat. We got nice little massage things on there. You can like have yourself a little massage, you know. Don't know if it will go through all that armor, but you know, there's heated seats if you hit the button on the other side. So, you know, it's kind of nice. Take a load off, and you know, that's just a pastry, man. It won't kill you.
All right, so here in this time, just gonna sit down, turn on the warmth and vibration, just.
I was gonna say, you guys hear
Use
it
this
on the
mage-
armor a little bit.
Cast mage hand to give myself a little temple massage while we wait.
The most bougie night ever. All right.
When in Rome.
Yep. So you guys do enjoy it. About halfway down, like this lady comes out and offers you guys some refreshments and stuff like that, and you know, you see the people that are taking it. They're like the little cans of soda, not the regular one, but the little like 8-ounce cans or whatever.
Can I get a straw?
Jeez. Yes, dear, we have one. And she gives you like the little kid like bendy straw. There you go, darling.
Thank you. The little can of pop. It's an 8-ounce can of pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys eventually, you know, you guys get any refreshments and
How long is this gondola ride?
you guys, as you're looking out, you guys are moving at a pretty good clip. But you guys are descending basically from just over 1,000 feet up. So it takes a minute.
We got a bit of a ride, but they like to ride in style up here.
I will say, as you guys get away from the city, if you guys are like looking out of the windows, you see the most stars that you have ever seen, because you guys get kind of like little glimpses down in the Undercity, where you see, maybe a few stars and stuff like that, but you are seeing a full sky worth of stars at this point. You see the three moons kind of just going over and everything, and you see for miles and miles. You see the woods, you see lakes, you see everything. You see kind of, even below you guys at this point a little bit. A few of the really low hanging clouds are just kind of chilling there, and you're just, it's a moment.
Dante taking this moment and stuff he's never seen before. He's just gonna turn to Ravana. I mean, Dante turn to Ravana and ask, "So, what kind of light up bugs are those in that over there? The glowy bugs and those light posts down there. What kind of fuzzy light posts are those, Ravana?"
I think he's talking about stars
And trees.
and trees. Beautiful.
It's the first time up here seeing this stuff.
Forgot I was muted. Yeah, honey, they got a lot of stuff up here that you haven't seen before. If you breathed a little bit, you would have noticed that it smelt a little bit fresher up here, and down there we got trees that are down there, and you can see all sorts of. Did you get a glimpse of the moons that are up there?
The what's now?
The moons. Those are. I mean, those are. Yeah, Those are up in the sky up there.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to think out here without having to breathe so hard.
Mm-hmm. The world's a lot bigger than we think it is. A lot more than just down in our little slum. I'll show you around a lot more when we get down there. Well, when we get back, I'll say it that way.
Well, good thing we didn't take the chain method. It would have been just a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, you see Ellie kind of nod back. Like it's too peaceful. She's nodding off. Was she in trouble if she took a swig from the drink here?
I mean, you don't see anybody else drinking alcohol, but
She started patting herself and find from behind a small flask that still has at least a couple shots
Yes.
and just tosses it off. Oh, that's much better. My thoughts are
So-
persistent today, and then just tuck it back.
so as like somebody catches you, like seeing you nodding off, like this lady comes up and she's like, "Ma'am, may I offer you a blanket?
I'm sorry, what?
Would you like a blanket, darling?"
What's that?
She's asking if you're cold, honey.
Oh,
Something
That
to cover.
something, because we still got about 45 minutes. You can lay your head back, have yourself a little nap here, and she just kind of like flaps out this blanket and just kind of like, just
Lays
go
it.
ahead.
and Alex very confused, just kind of like, thank you.
So she like puts it over you, and she like taps the massage part for you, and just, there you go, darling. Just relax and just kind of like pats you
Thank
on the
you.
shoulder and gives you the kind of like first timer look, like,
She Allie looks over again to Ravana, and she's just like, I don't know if I want to kill her or thank her.
They make it difficult to choose. They really do.
Who would ever want to give up living this kind of life?
I will say, like, right as you say that, you feel like the massage chair like hit the perfect spot at your back that you're just like, oh, like it hurts so good.
Well, think about why we're doing this, Adelaide. They wouldn't want to stop this. That's the point. They do what they're doing down there because of this up here. We don't know that stuff up here. Anybody else down there, they don't know what they got up here. Why would they want to stop this? Why would they want anybody else to know about this?
You sit there
Oh,
and
well
wonder
and
why
good.
people don't do it. The people here must know what's going on in the Undercity, and yet they don't do anything. They don't rise up. They don't stop it. And I'm starting to see why.
Mm-hmm. You got to think there's some kind of moral dilemma. Do I say something? Do I keep living how I am? I don't want to give this up. Out of sight, out of mind, right? I
No
don't
one does.
see what's happening down there. I know there's all sorts of stuff down there. I know there's people down there. I know people are going through it down there. What's that got to do with me? That's the thought they have, right? What's that?
Um,
What's that saying? How's that saying go? What? I can't think of it right now, but
I was gonna say, as you're thinking about that, Glimmer, give me a perception check real quick.
$18.
Okay, 18. As you hear them talking about this, you notice a poster on the wall that catches your attention a little bit. And you see that it says Arcadine Power on it, and you recognize the general look of one of the power plants from the Undercity. But in their picture, nothing but automatons working it. And that would catch your eye as
mm-hmm.
bullshit.
And that phrase I was thinking of. What hope do the people of the Undercity have if the good people of the Upper City do nothing?
Well, hopefully soon they'll awaken from this. It's not even a dream; it's a nightmare.
That's
All
what we're
these
here for,
lies
right? Mm-hmm.
bring that hope, that beacon of light soon.
Mm-hmm. Beacon of light for the Undercity. Rude awakening for the Upper.
Oh, well, long. I imagine the liquor here does the same thing as the liquor down there.
Robin, give me a con save quick at disadvantage.
Me?
Not Ravana, sorry, Adelaide. That was my bad.
I was like, what did I do?
What did I do?
25.
At disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
At disadvantage, it is a 14.
14. All
Just
right.
can't
So
do math.
as you say that, you guys all watch Adelaide's head kind of like nod back again as she like feels the massage chair going, and she is like snuggling up in this softest blanket she's ever had as she just kind of slowly drifts to sleep for a minute. She starts snoring a little bit. Totally unladylike. That's just rude.
Did you say earlier that Glimmer was the only one to notice that poster?
Well, because it's kind of behind you two. Because I picture you guys
Because we were talking.
sitting in
Okay.
this kind of like set of like 4 seats, right?
Okay.
Like facing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So whether Glimmer said something about it or not, that's
Okay.
up to that's
I
up to
forgot
her.
if it was. I didn't know if it was behind us or not. So Ravana kind of put her head back now that she sees Adelaide kind of slipping off. She'll kind of put her head back just a little bit. No massage chair.
No massage chair. Glimmer, were you about to say something?
I was asleep,
Oh, okay.
so maybe right before I went to sleep.
Okay.
Does that mean Dante's the only one awake?
Yeah. Currently, you just hear a gentle tinging of his armor being hit by the massage chair stuff. What are you doing, Dante? Now that you see the girls are all asleep.
I just get up and walk the cabin to see what I can see what else they've been keeping from us. Quick
All
center
right.
check. But
Well, I mean, there's not a lot. There's just people. I will say that
more than I've seen.
I was going to say, without even checking, if you're getting up to actively check out, you do notice that same poster, and it would catch your attention that there's nothing but automatons working there.
He's gonna reach out and just check it out. Is it ripple? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just look, girl, that's the dreams they sell up here. That's probably why they're not helping. No, I just laid it right next to her.
Okay. Okay.
For when she wakes up.
Yeah.
Continue to just look out.
All right. Yeah, and you don't really see much different than what you've seen. You just notice them living that.
Because we're close to getting there, right?
Yeah, you guys are about 45 minutes, so I would say the rest of the time passes quickly. As you guys get closer to the end of the trip, all of you get woken up by the lights, kind of because they were dimmed down. The lights kind of come on, and there's a little music thing, the little doo 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 that plays like as they're starting to come on, and you see everybody else is like standing and everything and kind of like holding on to little things, ready to get off.
Sabrina kind of Adelaide gets up. That's the one on my brain consistently. Adelaide gets up, kind of like puts the pack on after she's used to being woken up by like just quickly to get up.
Yep.
She just puts her pack on.
I think you do find that poster next to you.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, all of you recognize the power plants because either you worked in it or your parents did. That's the most common job in the Undercity. And so the fact that they have nothing but automatons working there, that would stand out to all of you. Except for Ravana, because you don't know as much because you're a visitor. But
okay. Oh, okay. So Adelaide would see the poster, kind of pull it up, look at it, take out one of her daggers that she has, and cut or like scratch the word lies onto it. Then just plop it back.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check real quick.
Don't let me down. It's been yes, 19 plus 4.
Yes. Okay. So you do it without anybody noticing. So for sake of brevity, yeah, you guys get out and you guys get off the gondola and everything, and the air down here, like I said, it is so pure, and it just smells of just pine and fresh nature and everything like that. As you see, just it's like a really picturesque little town. And you know that Varam said that the mine is in Ironbrook, which is like you guys can see where this little mine town is, like from the gondola station that's kind of up, so you can see that it is just a little ways off, and then just beyond it, you guys can see the kind of like lights turning off on the mine complex behind it.
So we went from the upper city to the undercity.
No, you guys got to the upper city to take a gondola down to the surface.
Oh,
you are now on the surface. You guys look back up and you see for probably the first time in most of your lives, except for Ravana, you see the city of Dawncrest just floating up there.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So as Adelaide takes it all in, it's kind of like a shock to the senses, a bit of an attack, and in a consistent fashion, she's like, I am way too sober for this. And she looks, and the last dregs of what's left of her flask is all she's able to get, which do little to nothing. Okay, we need to get this over with quick.
All right, so you guys see your path forward. tell me what you're doing. I will say, for sake of brevity, there's no real big things that happening in the city. You guys are able to make your guys' way over to Ironbrook. Like I said, it's just a short little walk. It is the city just outside of the gondola station. Um, and you guys can even make your guys' way up to the mine complex is surrounded by a pretty noticeable chain link fence, has the razor wire on the top and stuff like that, and property of Arcadine listed every few sections of chain link and all that. How do you guys proceed?
Uh, and Dante, he's very forgetful. He's not that bright. Do you guys remember what the next part was after we did the whole gondola? I was so distracted by, are we going to take the chains, the gondola, and then the massage chair? Kind of like, no wonder it's so easy. What was the next part? We have to get to the
mine.
The mine, right?
So we can see the mine from here.
All right. Perception check. See if I can see the mine.
No, you guys can see the mine. It is
from the
mines everywhere. It is.
Right.
It is there. Ironbrook Mining Company. Like,
is there a main entrance?
As you guys walk the perimeter a little bit, yeah, you guys do see a main entrance where you see more guard towers, and you do see some actual guards that are working there. You guys, after walking it, you do see some smaller guard stations where you catch, without even rolling for it, you catch glimpses of metal, and you definitely do see some of those automatons, and you guys think that that's probably what they got guarding it in those less crucial areas.
Okay, so we should check out the automatons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
go over to one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Workers get in. Is there another? Does that mean we start fighting, or are we just gonna fight all the way there? We don't know their numbers. I mean, you guys talk about sneaking this whole now you want to be loud? Or?
Give me a group perception check.
Oh, before we got off, you said the seats were made of leather, right?
Yep.
I would cut off a good 2 foot by 2 foot square of leather.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Just to let you know.
Sure.
My perception check's at 21.
Okay.
17.
17, 21.
A 2.
A 2.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh, dear.
Glimmer?
That's what I'm asking.
14.
14? All right, so here's the way that this is going to happen. You three ladies are all like checking out for like guard patterns and stuff like that. Dante is looking in the complete wrong direction. You don't know what he's looking at, but you know he's not seeing it.
He's got our 6. It makes perfect sense to me. Checking out behind us to make sure nobody sneaks up. Although nobody can sneak up on me. And just to let you know, individuals, as long as you stand within 30 feet of me, we cannot be surprised.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So you guys notice that at this point, the only live workers are the guards. The rest of the mine seems to be, or the rest of the complex seems just quiet and dark. It seems like it has shut down for the evening. But every once in a while, you do see a group of about 5 of these automatons that are working their way on the interior. I will say, Ravana, you got the 21, right? You notice a spot where you guys might be able to get under the fence a little bit, where you see some erosion has happened in some gravel type areas. So maybe with minimal effort that all of you guys could kind of under there, but
With the automatons that are kind of roaming around, is there? Is it a? How many did you say there were?
about 5 at a time.
About 5 at a time.
Yeah.
Is there? Because we're thinking. So is there like a? Is there timing in between them? Like every 5 at a time? Like, is it a good like 30 seconds before there's another like?
Yeah.
5 coming
Like
in, or
you
is
see,
it like
you see a pretty good window that you should be able to
Okay.
to make it.
Okay.
Can I roll for investigation?
What are you trying to investigate, darling?
Any open area, any spots where like there's like a blind spot in the guard rotation, things like that. Like like she was saying, like a way in.
Yeah. Sure. Way like a path forward through the rotations. Sure. Go for it.
16 plus. Where is it? Plus 5 for 21.
21. All right, so you notice pretty much the same thing as Ravana, in that you guys got a solid about 2 minutes in between each of these different rotations that seem to be going. So you know that if you can pick out a spot that you guys are going to, that you guys got a good chance of making it there.
Okay.
So if
So
we wait,
I
if
think
we
that
wait till
if we wait till there's that little gap, that 5-minute gap,
Mhm.
we should be able to kind of just sneak in.
I would send Dante first. He has most experience with electrified fences. If this is indeed an electrified fence, he probably let us know. He is the largest, so if he fits, we all should be able to fit rather easily. If he
Yeah,
gets stuck,
right.
I've got a plan.
Oh. But wait, you said if he gets stuck, you have a plan. Does that mean your plan is contingent on him getting stuck?
No, I just said I have a plan.
Oh, that fills me with great confidence. And no, it really does. That wasn't sarcastic.
Well, no,
But-
I mean it
okay.
can be taken either way, and it's quite fine. But if it was meant sarcastically, I'll take it that way. It doesn't bother me a bit. Perhaps you should have a little bit more to drink.
I've been watching you make
Clear your
bombs
mind.
the entire way here. I have complete faith in you. I've been watching you create deadly explosives out of soap. I have complete faith in you today.
And I have a
Today.
And I have a bendy straw.
All right. Does anybody have any more questions? Because I mean, you guys are gonna have to help me with this. Do the countdown for me.
That's funny.
You know
And
how
I
to
have
get
a
2 minutes?
bendy straw.
All right, so I'm just gonna get ready to wait for their signal for me so they can help me on this with the 2 window interments. Try to go under the fence.
So let's wait for that next. We wait for that.
Okay. So you
Next
see
5.
one go by, and then you notice them go down, and they kind of turn a corner. And here is your window.
All right, I'm gonna run towards the hole in the fence to try to go to.
Okay. And you manage to slide through. It kind of takes you just a little bit longer than everybody else because of the armor and everything, but you manage to get in there. And I will just say, like, all of you kind of make your way stealthily from this kind of one layer up to a little hiding spot that you see. That you guys are going to have to do this several times, but this one is going to involve an actual stealth check because there is some stuff that maybe you're not seeing.
Is it like that? Is it like that gravel kind of a road, like gravel? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pick up 3 small stones.
Okay. So you currently have 2 bottles full of a mixture of liquor and soap.
I have a Zippo lighter.
Yep.
I have a Zippo lighter, 2 Molotov cocktails, a full bottle of alcohol, a scoop of grease with toilet paper smushed into it, bleach, ammonia, 6 packets of ketchup, an 8-ounce can of pop, a bendy straw, a 2-foot by 2-foot square piece of leather, and now 3 stones.
Beautiful.
That's my inventory.
That is your inventory. I am.
And I knew damn well he was making a couple of Molotov cocktails.
Of
That
course he
is my
was.
favorite part.
Okay.
While Glimmer's doing that, I have gotten the drink from Dante, taken 1, 2, 3, and then handed it back.
Wait, before you go, fill up your flask. Don't be dumb. Come on, fill it up. You'll need this for later.
Oh, that's true. So she pulls out her flasks and fills it up, hands
Okay.
the rest back.
Okay. Everybody, give me a group stealth roll, please, for this next move up.
Oh,
I had gotten 13 plus 7 for a 30-20.
Oh,
What was that?
oh.
Do I need to
what
look
is-
in the?
What?
I got a. What is it? 18
I
with
rolled a
disadvantage?
nat 1 for a 9 total.
9?
9.
Wow. I got a 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
I
physical
gotta-
dice are with me today. Now
The
that I said it
physical
out
dice
loud,
are
it's
with
probably
you.
gonna.
are you using your little dice tower?
Oh, that's right here.
Oh. Don't put an 8-ounce can of pop in there. You'll never get it back out.
I gotta find the right
You
thing.
mean like
I
a?
rolled with disadvantage and got the same.
What if I
number.
put a 12-ounce can of soda?
See,
I love that you call
I
it.
made her a good one. Okay, so so Glimmer got a 9, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Dante, why did you roll? Oh, you rolled a disadvantage and you
Yeah, I
got
have the armor.
Okay. Ravana, what did you get? A 20, 24? And Adelaide, what did you get?
13 plus 7 for a dirty 20.
Okay. On this one, you guys do manage to get through to the next spot. No problem.
Phew.
Give it to me again.
You want
You
another
guys
one?
are gonna have you guys are gonna have 2 more of these, including this one.
14 plus 7 for 21.
Okay.
You said this is stealth, right?
Yep.
15 plus 8 for a 23.
A 6.
Total?
My heavy armor. I get.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so on this one, because like I said, I'm taking an average and it gets higher every time. You guys think that you timed it right. You start going. Adelaide and Ravana, you guys get no problem. Glimmer, you come sliding into the next hiding spot, no problem. And then all 3 of you, much to your dismay, you hear chink, 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 as Dante is just
Ellen stealth
talking. And immediately, you guys see some red lights find their way over to your guys' location.
Fuck.
And you guys notice that there are now 5 of these things that are zeroed in on Dante. And I'm going to have everybody roll some initiative.
Ah!
If you could do that.
I got a 14.
All right.
16.
16. Okay. Glimmer, what'd you get?
You were muted, Ken.
So
14.
14. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to read this off for you because you'd like to know, Ken. Okay. It's going to be Adelaide, a bad guy, Ravana, Dante, and well, actually, it will be Glimmer and then Dante, because Glimmer's AC is higher, or not AC,
Okay.
Dex, right?
dexterity. Yeah,
Oh, and then okay.
and then the 4 remaining bad guys. Okay, so right now, Adelaide, you see Dante metaphorically caught with his pants down, just still kind of there out in the open, and you guys are all 3 in cover. They are unaware, so I'm actually going to let all 3 of you go first before we start in normal initiative order, because you guys are getting a surprise round being hidden. So as these things approach, like I said, you guys are seeing basically 3 Warforged just automatons. They look lifeless. They are not in this world. They are not sentient. They are just normal constructs, but they are coming up. Each of them looks like they are carrying a like kind of a javelin and a shield, but then you notice that the javelin, they kind of put it on their back, and that as they're walking up, you see just the swords kind of coming out of their forearms as they're kind of all pointing them at Dante. Like, so that is the information that you have. Go ahead. And I will say right now, you guys are standing approximately, you guys are hidden in the kind of undergrowth, kind of shrubs and shit, about 15 feet away from Dante. And these things are each about 10 feet away from him at this moment.
See Dante. They're 10 feet away from him. We see all of them though. Yeah.
Yeah. From your spot, you guys can
See
see them
us?
pretty
Okay.
easy because there's kind of like the gentle arcane glow of the street lights going on. So.
Okay.
All right.
There's 5 of
And
them.
right now they are grouped up together. They are seeing no need to disperse at this moment. But so Adelaide, what are you doing?
Adelaide, since she can't run over there, she'd probably use her crossbow.
Okay.
And she'd pull out her crossbow, aim at the one in front. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm still, like, grouped up. And see how we're doing.
So as you hear this thing saying, "Sir, you are trespassing on Arcadine property. Please remain where you are," and you take out your crossbow, you aim it, you loose. What did you get? You are rolling with advantage right now because you are hidden.
Okay.
How far away from us are they again?
Okay. So
They're about a grand total of, I think I said 25 feet from you guys. at the
25 feet
moment.
from us, 10 feet from
Yeah.
Dante. Okay.
I was trying to find where the crossbow. Oh, there it was. Okay, so it's a 21 to hit,
Absolutely.
and then it's a 1.
And you will get your sneak attack on this because you were hidden.
Okay. So I'll get my sneak attack. That means extra what damage? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a D6.
Huh?
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
How many D6?
3d6 at her level.
So it's 133 plus 4. So that's 7 plus 4 for 11.
11. Okay. So Dante, as you see the lead one that is kind of coming up to you and saying this, all of a sudden you see a crossbow bolt just kind of blow out its collarbone type area, but it is still moving forward towards you slowly. Ravana, you are going to be up next.
Trying to debate if it would be worth doing one or multiple. Okay. I am going to not at the one that Adelaide shot, but I'm at the another one. I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Okay. So read for me what that does, if you don't mind.
Create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range.
Okay.
Making ranged attack against a target. On a hit, it takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes.
Okay.
The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay. So you're gonna make that attack roll with advantage because you guys are hidden.
Excellent. So that's a 24 to hit.
Absolutely. Excuse me.
Okay, so then it's 1d10. And
Yep,
do I
one
get
d10 to him for sure.
and then do I get any do I get any sneak attack or anything because we're hidden or no?
Are you a rogue?
No, then never mind.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, ew. So that is just a 1. So
Okay.
it's 1 damage to the one that I hit, but then the other 4 need to make a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay, and they all fail because I was rolling that as you were reading.
Sweet.
So that's 2d6 for all of them.
For 6 damage. 2 and a 4. So the other 2 take 6 damage.
Okay. Very
I didn't
good.
mean to hit that. Sorry. I meant to hit the other one. Don't disregard that because I rolled it on the other thing.
Yeah,
I
you're
meant to
good.
hit the slot. Sorry.
All right, and is that your?
Hold on a second.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. Because I don't want to. Yeah, for it now. Yep.
All right, very good. That's gonna leave Glimmer up.
Shoot something.
Okay. So what are you shooting it with?
With my crossbow.
Okay.
So I'll take my first attack. Shoot whichever guy we were shooting.
Okay.
That's 26 to hit.
Absolutely.
That's cool. That's 14 damage.
All right. So the first guy you shoot with your first attack, you Dante noticed that another crossbow bolt comes flying out. This one blows pretty much right through his dome. As you see this automaton just kind of drop dead. So you take out that first one with the one shot.
Sweet.
I'll go for the second guy.
All right.
Was that the one that had already been hit by Adelaide, or one that was just okay?
Yep.
Dirty 20, 11 for plus.
Absolutely.
For 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. That guy ain't looking too hot, but he is still up.
And then bonus action, I will end turn.
Okay. You can bonus action hide as a goblin, I think. No? Is that only disengage and dash?
It doesn't have any of that on there.
Oh, you didn't go with the legacy goblin.
I just went with the regular old goblin.
Yeah. Because legacy goblin, they can basically do the cunning action stuff as a bonus action anyway. But that's okay. All right, so then we're going to go back to the top and back to Adelaide because now we are in full initiative order. As your guys' surprise round got done. Dante, you did not get the surprise round because you were not sneaky at all. Why does my camera keep fucking up?
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on a little bit. Like, happened so quick.
Excuse me. All right, Adelaide, you are up again. What are you doing, ma'am?
May I once again use my crossbow so that I can stay in the
Yes,
hidden
you can.
position?
Well, the hidden went away because you didn't end your turn with a hide action. So when you attack, you give away your spot.
Okay, well then.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
What?
You can. You can use your bonus action first to hide, but then you're giving it away again when you shoot. But
no, that's fine. Just as long as
if you miss, you shouldn't. If you miss, you shouldn't reveal your target.
Yeah.
You're not revealed to the target.
Okay, well then. All right.
I think we all hit it though, right?
Shoot you where I'm at.
Actually, no. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say, because the one thing that knew where you were got taken out by Glimmer.
Taken out.
So you are still hidden because the one thing that knew, Ravana, you are exposed because that guy is.
I hit all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And
All right.
Glimmer, you are, because you hit the second guy again. But Adelaide, you are good because that guy did.
Okay, then I'm going to throw my dagger,
Okay.
and that is a nat 20 plus 7 to hit, so 27.
A nat 20 hits automatically.
I know.
So what is your minimum? What is your max damage that you did? That's D4 plus what?
Plus 4.
Plus
D4
4?
plus 4.
Okay, so that guy's dead.
Because we're doing crunchy crits, right?
Yeah. So even without you rolling, that guy, you just chuck your dagger and it just lands directly like in this thing's mechanical throat, and it just kind of lights go out and it falls over.
Yeah.
Next guy that would be up, you already
Excellent.
killed. So that brings up Ravana again, as all of these things are kind of now looking up at you. There are 3 remaining.
There are 3
Yeah.
remaining. You know, it worked well the first time, so I'm gonna do another. Wait.
Gonna huck another ice knife?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna do. Wait, go back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna huck another ice knife. Take you guys out of there. Okay, so that is a 22 to hit,
Absolutely.
and then so that's 1d10 for that guy.
Mhm.
Oopsies, come on, more than a 1. That's 5. Okay, so he'll take 5 damage.
Yep.
And then how many are left?
2, but all 3 of them
More?
make a dex save, and they all did fail.
Okay. Whoops. For another 6 damage. A 2 and a 4 again.
All right. Okay. Beautiful. Glimmer, you are up. There are 3 of these guys all standing about 25 feet away from where you're at.
I'll just shoot him again.
Go for it.
Hold on 1 second. First shot is an 11.
An 11, that one will go wide.
And second shot is a 26.
Absolutely, that one hits. So you aim your first one, you watch your bolt go just wide of it. So you aim a little bit. This one strikes true. How much damage do you do?
12.
12. All right. So another one goes down with Glimmer's excellently placed shot.
So if that's the case, they don't have too much. They don't have too many hit points. So
They do not.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to drop my. Can I use can I stow my weapon without without burning a bonus action?
Yeah.
I'll stow my weapon and I will run as fast as I can.
Okay.
Straight up to one of them. I will burn a key point.
Okay.
And I will flurry of blows.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So I make 2 more, right?
2 more. Yeah, 2 more unarmed.
strikes. So I do 2 unarmed strikes. So here's the first one. For a 12.
That one will miss. Give me one
And then-
more.
The second one, 15 or 18.
18. That one will hit. Go ahead and give me your damage on that.
I will do 10 points of damage. Did it die?
Okay. It did.
Okay. And then how far away were they?
You ran up to it. It was about 25 feet from where you
So I
guys
still
were
have
hiding.
25 feet of movement.
Yeah.
If I move again, will it incur any attack of opportunity?
I will say no. There's about 5 feet to the last one, so you got some space, so you can move away.
Then I will move 25 feet away to the closest kind of maybe hidey
Okay.
hole.
Yep.
Kind of thing, you know.
Absolutely.
But 25 feet away. And end turn.
All right, sounds good. Dante, this last one is up. What do you do, sir?
Doesn't finally realizing what's happening. He's just proclaiming, this is the kind of math I can do, and just run up to try to finish the last one off with my longsword.
All right.
That'll be a 19 to hit.
Absolutely.
And slashing damage of 6.
6. Okay, he is still up.
All right, so I'm gonna do another attack. Since this
Go for it.
15 to hit.
That will miss actually.
Oh damn.
So no, it doesn't miss as much as what happens is so you land your first blow on him, you go to land the second one, and up comes this kind of just forearm with the blade sticking out of it as it kind of manages to just block the hit that you go to lay on it. And is that your turn, sir, or do you have more to do?
Yes, I had my turn now. Yes.
Okay. So then this guy will be up. So you will see him. He will take 2 swings at you with his arm blade. The first one is a 21, which I think hits you, and the second one is an 18, which I think misses you. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So you are going to take 8 slashing damage as this thing manages to get you just a little bit. And that is going to bring Adelaide back up.
At this point, Adelaide would have run at them.
Okay.
With her rapier.
Okay.
And tried to slash at the
I will say.
joint.
Okay. All right, go for it.
I can't say that word correctly every time I try.
What?
Rapier. Then the sword name.
Rapier?
Yeah, so that's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And it's a D8.
Yep. D8 plus 4 or 5 or whatever your dex modifier is.
Plus 4.
All right.
And so it's a 6 plus 4 for 10.
All right, and you managed to take
plus 5 for 11.
All right. You take him out even more than you would have a second ago. But all right, so you guys successfully take out these 5 patrol bots, and you definitely feel like you guys should get a move on because there will for sure be something that will alert the rest of them to the fact that you guys are here.
Did Viram say a specific spot where we should plant this?
He said as deep in the mine as you guys can get.
Okay.
So that you can try to collapse it as much as possible.
Okay.
Adelaide would still kind of be poking fun at Dante. I was just like kind of just makes like, how are you supposed to be stealthy when you make the clank sound at every step?
I never said I was stealthy. I've been saying the quite opposite this entire time.
I was going to say, he literally said the opposite multiple times
We're
today.
so busy drinking, you might have heard.
Oh, don't blame my drinking. You know my memory is much better when I am drunk.
You were
Said
supposed to help
nobody
me with the
ever.
timing. So
Said nobody ever.
All right.
No,
Well,
So,
we might want to continue this argument that way. There's
So
going to be
I will
movement.
say, yeah, you guys book it. You guys make it up to the
Run.
mine at this point. Somebody, whoever, give me a quick survival check.
Who?
Whoever has the highest survival, that's who I want rolling for me.
I have a +3.
Is 3 our
well, I got a
Is that a
nat
high
20
point?
for 3. So
Okay.
There you go. Let's
You're
go
at
with that one.
23? Okay.
yeah.
So with Adelaide leading the way, you see her like making her way into the mine. She just instinctively, left and right and right and right and right and left, and you get kind of down these tunnels that she can just tell this is the way to the bottom. And you guys finally get to the very bottom because you'll notice it was kind of spiraling the whole way down.
Yes, she is very good at hitting bottom.
There's multiple ways to take them. But
You know which way I meant it. Don't take it any other which way.
But you get to the point where you guys are down at the bottom where you can tell the rest of this mine was kind of getting to the point where it was a little mined out towards the top. Towards the bottom, you guys start to notice this shiny reflective stone material that seems to be rainbow colored. But it's like a constantly ebbing and flowing of this kind of rainbow color. And you guys all recognize this as Arcanite. You guys work with it on a regular basis. But you see the pillar that's right there that you say absolutely, that is where this bomb should go. So what do you guys do?
Well, this seems as good a place as any, and it's starting to get annoying. She takes off her pack and pulls out and places the box carefully, though she herself is a bit wobbly, and places it just on top of the Arcanite on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's the. Now what?
I say we push the button and run.
Pull the pin, push the button is what the guy told you
Pull
to
the
do.
pin, push the button.
And how long was the countdown for this?
He said about 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah. Yikes.
And how long did it get us to take here?
It took you a couple to get down here, so you think if you guys are at a full sprint on the way out?
I mean,
You
technically,
guys should do all right.
Only one of us has to push the button.
Let's make this.
And
let's
who
make
is it gonna be?
all of you.
I can do it. It's fine. It's fine. I can
What
do it.
did you say, Ken?
We're gonna make it a little easy on all of you. Go ahead and run.
So Glimmer is telling you all to take off.
I mean, you are really fast.
Glimmer, are you sure?
1001, 1002,
Fine.
1003,
This makes it out. I'm gonna drag you back myself.
1004.
She starts. She takes off running.
Okay. So the rest of you take off.
And
Glimmer, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait approximately 30 seconds
Okay.
and then push the button. Pull the pin. Slip the pin into my hair.
Okay.
Push the button
Okay.
and run as fast as I can.
Run as fast as you can. Okay. So as you do that, you start running. The other three of you, you guys are running at a pretty good clip. Eventually, Glimmer actually catches you and actually starts to pass you guys because Monk's speed is dumb. And yeah, you just see her tiny little legs. Just
I may have miscalculated your ability to run fast. Like Usain Bolt.
And to think I
Absolutely.
was worried about you. Adelaide tries to like pick up the pace.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not the problem. Clunk, 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 clunk,
Clunk,
clunk,
clunk,
clunk.
clunk, So
As-
you guys do manage to get out. You guys get out of the mine. You guys make your way. You guys are starting to feel like, hey, we got this. Everybody make a perception check real quick.
No.
How about no though?
17.
17 plus 6 for 24.
19.
23.
All right.
Muted. What is
Hold-
it?
Oh, well, go ahead.
So no, did you give me your roll? Did I not see it?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just
Oh,
gonna go
you
ahead.
can't be surprised though.
I can't be. Well, if they're within 30 feet
Yeah.
of me, neither can they.
We can't be.
Okay, so I'm guessing you have like a quarterstaff of warning or something.
It is. Yeah, the quarterstaff of warning.
Okay, so as you're running, all of a sudden, all of you start to, because you guys are turned into it. You guys start to hear Glimmer's quarterstaff is stinging, and you guys feel this kind of like rumbling beneath your feet, and you realize that ain't anything. That bomb ain't gone off yet. And not too far behind you guys see a much larger automaton coming at you guys. So whether this turns into another combat or not, I'm gonna say that it depends on what Glimmer does, because I see Glimmer having some ideas.
Yeah, but automatons and shit aren't usually prone to fire. Fuck.
Well, I will say it's not got any resistances to it.
I was gonna say it can't. I mean, couldn't hurt.
I'm gonna throw. How far away is it?
It's within 30 feet of you with your warning thing, so it's coming up behind y'all.
Okay. I'll do the improvised attack. I'll light the I'm gonna rip a piece of cloth off, stick it in the top of there, shake it up, and then I will light it and throw my first Molotov cocktail. So as an improvised throw.
Did you put the ammonia and bleach in this one or no?
No, this is just this is would work
That's
out
the
to
soap.
basically it's 1d10 damage. It's gonna get a saving throw if I'm just gonna throw it's gonna get a DC 15 saving throw, take half damage, and then it's gonna last for 1 D4 rounds. So I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
So
go for it.
So just improvise throwing it would be is it an unarmed strike? No, it wouldn't be an unarmed strike, it's just throwing the fucking thing.
Give me an athletics check. I'll just say that with the better, or yeah, go for it. With advantage because it's a pretty big target.
Okay, that might help out. I have negatives on my ability score, so that's
okay. Well, let's see.
Oh, it was almost a fucking. It was almost a 20. No,
So with the 13, I will say, because you see this thing, and like I said, it's pretty big. It is a large object. Actually, it's huge.
Okay,
So
well, it's
that
only
makes it
one
even better.
round. It's only going to last for one round, so the initial damage is going to be it needs to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
One -1 for a net of 0.
Then that's going to be so it's going to take initially 5 points of fire damage, and it is on fire until the next turn. It'll take damage again.
Okay. Sweet.
Uh,
With that, why don't everybody roll initiative?
I got a 16.
22.
23.
21.
Awesome. And this thing is a -1 to initiative for a total of 1. All right, Glimmer, you are up as this thing now on fire. And I will say, as you notice it, you'll notice that the fire has worked its way down like into the inner workings of the machine. And you think that maybe you have caught some of this thing's like natural greases and stuff
Okay.
on fire. Well, not natural, but just the mechanical greases of it seem to be going. So you think that one round might last a little bit longer.
Okay. So the additional rounds is going to be 1d8. Just so you know, not 1d10 for additional round.
And just so you know, you're going to keep this going for your 1 round plus 6 more after that.
Okay.
Okay.
6. So for mine, it's a 1d8 really quick. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yep.
So that's 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will do I feel like it I mean this is judgment call on you. Do I feel like if I run up to this and start unarmed striking this thing that I'm going to be damaged by the fire as well? Pretty sure.
I would say the initial round probably because the fire is exterior, but after that, I will say that your normal, like that exterior part will be out and it will be more interior. So,
okay, I'll take it. I'm going to go ahead and use my movement to run up to this thing, and
make a quick perception check for me.
Okay. 9.
Okay, 9. I will say you can't tell exactly what this is, but because you hit it on the front, right? This thing is kind of a bigger thing. It's on these kind of tracks. The front is on fire. You think that you see some kind of platform or something that you can get a foothold on the back of it. But you don't know for sure. Like you could at least get into a place where it might be more vulnerable.
Okay. Then I will take every opportunity I can to do that.
Okay.
And I will. I do have an. I can hide as an action. I guess I did. I didn't realize that. I can dodge, hide.
Yep.
Oh,
Goblins.
I didn't see that. I can even cast a spell, although I don't have any. So yeah, I'm going to use my quarterstaff. It's one-handed.
Okay.
I will use my quarterstaff and I will strike it.
Okay.
That is a 27 for the first hit.
That'll hit.
And that is one-handed, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will do it again. Oh, that one, it's only a 13.
Yeah, that one kind of just pings right off of its armor.
So I
First
did
hit
it.
definitely found purchase. Second one, definitely you feel that it did not.
Well, since I didn't burn a luck on that, I will burn a lucky on that and re-roll that dice.
Okay.
Oh, it was a 19. How about 17?
17, just not quite enough. You feel
Awesome.
like you're closer, but not quite there.
Cool. I will burn a key point.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Beautiful.
Unarmed strike, flurry of blows, bam. The first one is a 21.
Definitely.
I will do the damage, and I will also do 5 points of additional damage for Fury of the Small.
Beautiful.
So that's 14 points of damage on that first attack.
Awesome.
My second attack, Flurry of Blows, is a 23.
Absolutely.
The damage on that is going to be a 5, 10.
10.
10
All
total.
right.
That was my bonus action. And I am end of turn.
All right. That is going to bring up Ravana.
Okay, excuse me. I am going to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
on it. So that's an 18.
18. That'll just hit.
Whew! Oh God. Okay. And so that's 1d12 lightning damage. I am casting at 3rd level. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a 3rd level, so that's 3d12.
There you go.
Apologies. So there's one of them. I need 2 more d12s. Oh, I had this all set up too, and then I didn't realize I needed more.
Do you want the bag of holding?
Ugh. Yeah, I need the bag of holding.
Do you?
No, not right now. For 16 points of damage,
Okay.
and then on every one of my turns, I can do the same thing. So I'm concentrating on that. But if I,
Excuse me. What are you trying to do?
No, that'll be it.
That'll be it? All right. So you guys now see that this thing is on fire and crackling with some arcane electricity.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep that concentrating so that I can do that.
Beautiful. All right, Miss Adelaide.
All right. It's like one big one, right?
Yeah. And you do see that Glimmer is up in its face, so you do have you can get sneak attack that way. If you shoot it from afar.
Yeah, I'm in melee.
Yeah, I will shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
So you have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that's a 14. 15 plus 8 to hit.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's a 1d8
plus 3d6.
Right. I'm looking at the wrong thing again. Yeah.
Yep, 1d8 plus 5 plus 3d6.
I'm so confused. Okay.
So 1d8. What'd you get?
I got 441 for the d6.
Okay, but what did you get on your d8?
5.
5. So that's 10 plus 4.
9. That was 441.
It's 19.
Okay, 19 points of damage. That's pretty good.
Yay.
Okay. Are you going to hide or anything?
Yes.
Beautiful. Give me that stealth check. And in the meantime, Dante, what are you doing?
All right. Dante, noticing what's happening, he's going to take a take a cue from their play, and then I'm gonna move up to it within my range for a spell attack of Burning Hands.
Okay, beautiful.
And it has to save a dex save of 12.
Sure, it can do that.
Um,
23.
it's like this bad boy, like those little bugs outside from the gondola. So,
Like the little bugs off of the stars.
so it's gonna be 13, and if he doesn't save, and half that. If he
Yep.
does,
He will take the full 13. And is that your turn, sir?
yeah, I'll just end my turn. I don't know.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so this thing is now super on fire. It is super pissed off. It's gonna come up to Dante because, well, no, actually, Glimmer is the closest one to it.
How is
So
it attacking?
I say what?
How is it attacking me?
Oh, did you hide? Or
No. I'm saying how.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay, so kind of as it rolls up, you just see that it's got this kind of trunk that's coming at you, right? You notice those something off the back of it. All of a sudden, you see that is two massive arms just kind of come out. You notice one of them has kind of a really big, like, great axe head on it, and the other one is just kind of this big, solid ball of metal. And it's gonna swing at you with both of these arms. The first one is going to be that is 15, which is going to miss you.
oh,
And the second one is going to be a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
Beautiful.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's going to turn it from a natural 20 to an 11. That one would have started with 30 damage. Started. That's annoying. But all right. So yeah, it sits there, not able to hit Glimmer. But
I will remind you that I was not the one to create my
yeah, I
character.
know. I gave
but
you
someone
silvery
else
barbs, and I didn't.
decided to bless me with
Yep.
silvery barbs.
I'm just gonna make silvery barbs not a thing in any of my campaigns anymore.
Bullshit.
Wait, are you chicken?
No, it's just bullshit.
Wait till Taylor hears about it.
Taylor will hate it. All right. Glimmer, you are up again. As this thing just took two massive swings at you. You thought for sure one was going to hit you, and then all of a sudden you see Ravena just doing her magic as she throws out reaction
So
towards
it-
you.
So it missed me.
Yeah, twice.
Okay. So since it missed me, I'm going to react to that miss. Just so
Okay.
you know. And I will.
What magic are you doing?
I will headbutt it. I will headbutt this thing for 1 point of damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. 8 plus my athletics modifier. At a DC of 16.
Okay. It gets advantage on con save, so let's see what it does. That is going to be 19 plus 6 for 25.
Sure. But I did a damage to it, and I'm kind of like, ow, my head hurts. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it was something I could do. So
Beautiful. I'm here for it. Do you get one per miss, or is that a reaction that you used at the headbutt?
that's per whenever I have dirty fighting, so every time it misses.
Okay, so you'd actually get to make a second attack roll on it because it missed you twice.
It's not an attack; it just does another point of headbutting damage.
Oh, okay.
So I headbutt it twice.
Yep.
And then it needs to make a second save on a DC 16.
Okay, that first one is a dirty 20, so it passes both of them. And now, even though you're a goblin, you got these two little nubs on your head that almost look like the start of tiefling horns, but really they're just two massive eggs on your head.
Cool. Maybe they'll calcify. So what I'm going to do, because those things are very, very big arm thingies.
Yes, they are.
I think what I'm going to do is shit.
That can be a free action.
Well, first time it'll happen.
Make a con save.
I'm going to do this then. I'm going to go ahead and hit it twice with my staff.
Okay.
So here's one. Oh man. I will use lucky to re-roll that. That was only a 16.
Okay.
And I think I need an 18. So that's a 23.
Yep.
Damage on that is 7 because it's one-handed. Oh, no. I don't need to do it one-handed. I can do it two-handed. So it's 13. Sorry.
Okay.
It's two-handed. I'm doing it two-handed.
Got it.
My second one is two-handed as well. So it's 13. And then I completely missed the last one, and I can't spend another lucky point. And then I'm going to use my nimblest. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And run 50 feet away.
All right. You are 50 feet away from it, sir.
And end turn.
All right. Ravana, you are up.
I still have my.
Oh, yes, Glimmer?
Sorry. Yeah, you need to do so it's only 1d8. So it's fire damage.
Oh yeah.
Is 1d8 1.
1?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.
Oh good.
I'm done now.
All right. Ravana.
Boom shakalaka. Okay, so I still have Witch Bolt going.
Yep.
So that is 26 points.
26. Okay, paint me a picture. How do you do this?
So as I watch, Glimmer he just got done headbutting, and he is making the fire get a little bit more. I'm gonna give it one extra kind of like little bit of oomph that's gonna go through it, and you're just gonna see like an extra shock wave of electricity, zoom, as it kind of like overloads the thing.
Okay, so I will say, as you guys are looking at Ravana about to do her thing, you see her where she gets hit by this sudden wave of arcane energy. You see her
like a pulse.
This gentle pulse around her. You see that she's got these like tattoos that start glowing purple. Her eyes are both glowing bright purple as she just does her hand motions, and then you just see this extra large just of electricity come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
All of you, I'm not going to make you guys roll for them, but you guys are ducking and watching parts going flying out as they're just flying everywhere. And then you just see this kind of like purple energy just kind of fading from her eyes, fading up her arms, up her tattoos as she just kind of comes back to herself. And do you say anything in that moment?
No.
No?
Nope.
All right. So now there was a couple big bangs, and you guys know that you guys have about 50 seconds before there's a really big bang coming.
So that's what I say. Run!
So all of you guys,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah. So the three ladies are running out in front, and just out behind you guys, chink, 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 just clanging pans, sounding like, just hustling his ass off. Dante is bringing up the rear. Everybody, give me one quick. I'm gonna say stealth roll. It doesn't have to be at disadvantage. For Dante, just a general stealth roll to see if you guys avoid any prying eyes from any guards or anything like that.
I got a 15.
I got a 26.
Dirty 20 with the plus the 17.
I also got a 50.
All right. So you guys make your guys' way back out. You guys think that you avoid being seen. I will say you guys are booking it at full speed. You notice that there is another gondola coming out right now that you guys can just barely make at full speed. So you guys run. You guys show your little wristband things as you guys are on your way. They sit there and they kind of motion for you to hurry. You guys jump on real quick at the last minute. And as you guys are going up, all of a sudden the gondola starts rocking a lot harder as you just hear this. And you look over and you see this giant greenish purplish flame just shooting out of the hole in the mine. And you watch the whole area around this mine just all of a sudden sink down maybe 40 feet into the ground. Dust starts flying out everywhere. Everybody gets real worried and is making their way over to the back window watching this as this happen. What do you guys do?
Dante does all of this. He's gonna take out the bottle that he's in, take a shug out of it, and be like, "That was a terrible first day at work." And just pop down in the chair and turn on that vibrator.
Turn on the vibrator.
On the setting. Just
Okay. Adelaide, what are you doing?
I guess Adelaide would, in a similar fashion, kind of just be looking for her flask, taking a couple shots, staring at it oh, it's so, and that's pretty colors. It's lovely. I don't know what kind of statement that will make. And then she just keeps kind of slinks back into her chair. Very hot, another hard day's work.
All right. Glimmer?
So all the people are looking out the window. So I will start looking out the window as well, and I'll look over and see if anybody's got any food or bags, like a sack lunch.
You absolutely see. The thing is even before you get up to the window, you notice people left their stuff there. You see this one guy has a meatball sub is just sitting there on the seat, with one bite out of it.
I will procure the meatball sub.
You have a meatball sub that you can add to your inventory.
And wrap it up and stick it underneath my arm. And then so I'm gonna go and sit in one of the chairs away from our party purposefully.
Okay.
Mhm.
You kind of give it the thumbs up and okay. Ravana, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm gonna go and run to the back of the gondola with the rest of the people.
Okay.
And kind of look out the window and
Oh no.
kind of be in. Yeah, exactly. And
okay.
Oh no, looks like they're having a real bad night.
Give me a performance check real quick with advantage.
Performance. So that's a 15.
15? All right. People seem to be taking your shock as legitimate.
Just kind of.
Okay. So the gondola ride goes back up. You do see that everybody is just so like concerned and everything, like, oh my gosh, what happened? There was an accident at the mine, blah blah blah. One guy's like, I just had a fucking sub here. Who took my sub? And like it's like looking around like, but yeah, the gondola ride goes pretty much as normal. Like the little, I want to say stewardesses, but I don't know if that's gondola attendants. I don't know. Kind of come up and they're like, are you okay? There was a little bit of a shockwave there, a little bit of rocking on the gondola. Everything's okay. Like, offers you guys another blanket. Like,
Adelaide just plays it up like, it was so horrifying. I thought my heart had stopped. And then she takes the blanket, kind of like rips it out of her
so
hands.
now you have like 2 blankets that are the softest. Like, they are quilted. They are like, they got some down in them and everything. And now you got 2 of them.
I will. Are there like reading lamps or lights?
Yeah.
Is it possible that they're on something that I can like get it close to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the reading light down. I'm going to take my blanket and cover myself all the way up.
Okay.
And I will message you what I do.
All right. Awesome. All right, Dante, what are you doing in this moment as I am eagerly awaiting this message?
I'm just gonna put my shield away in my backpack, so it's like less conspicuous. Go to one of these gondola lights guides, ladies.
Okay.
Do you guys perchance have any little sugar for the shock? I feel kind of, I probably got fired after today. No more work after that.
We do have some pops. We can offer you. We got these candies if you want some of these. Like, we don't have just plain sugar or anything, but
I'll take one of these candies, he said.
Okay. So yeah, they like, and you can tell they're normally for kids, but you get like kind of like a big sucker, like a lollipop.
Much appreciated.
They're like, weird full-grown man with a lollipop, but all right. Then you guys see a full height, honorable looking knight just licking on a lollipop.
Never mind.
Never mind. Are you just gonna tell us what you're doing?
Boo! Right.
I can't figure out how to trigger it. That's the
Just
problem.
tell me what you're thinking, and I can fill in the rest. Give me some.
You said the lights are going to dim and then go brighter.
Yeah, the lights go dim. The cabin lights, the general cabin lights, they go dim so that people that want to sleep, because you guys got about an hour and a half ride up.
Right. Ravana puts on the massage part of the chair.
Just need the stress away.
Right. Wait, how did Ken do that earlier?
No, so you turn on, you like see the second button that you just out of curiosity hit it. It starts like mid back and then goes lower and then goes lower, and it's getting awfully close to getting pretty fresh. And then too friendly.
Okay.
All right. So
is there some way that I can push this Molotov cocktail bottle down into the seat so it can't be relatively seen, like in the corner or something?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. So under the blanket.
Okay.
I pop my soda pop can. Drink it down. And I'll take my dagger out, and I'll cut a thin ribbon about a half an inch wide, maybe 2 inches long, half-inch wide ribbon of the metal.
Okay.
I'll take one of the stones that I had picked up, and I will purposely scuff up the metal so that it's good. Because it's got that plastic coating on it. I don't want that. Yep. I want metal contact.
Okay.
I'll break all the plastic coating off real good. Then I'll cut that piece of metal in half. So I have 2 separate pieces of metal.
Okay.
With my knife, I'm going to go ahead and poke 2 small holes, one in each of the little pieces of metal, the little pieces of aluminum can at the very end. I'm going to pull out my straw, cut off a piece of the straw, sandwich in between metal, straw, metal. Put that together. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my ketchup packets. Okay.
Okay.
I'll grab a ketchup packet and I'll slice the top off evenly so it's just the packet. And then I'll suck all the ketchup out of it and I'll set that to the side. I'll kind of open it up a little bit and I'll set that to the side.
Okay. I'm really nervous about this.
Then I'm gonna grab the light. Okay. I'm gonna grab
Am I
the light.
understanding that you are firebombing the carriage?
Then I'm gonna grab the light. The little thing. I'm gonna unscrew the light bulb. Pull the wires out as far as I can.
Yep.
Bend it down, attach each of the ends of one of the wires. Make sure it's off. Dude, turn it off.
Turn it off first. Yeah.
Each side of the little pieces of metal, so it'll make a contact when they touch.
Okay.
Then I'll go ahead so it's sandwiched metal, straw, metal. Push the straw as far back as I can so it's not making contact. Take the ketchup packet, slide the ketchup packet over the top of that carefully. Then I'll take that as a pressure switch and I'll just stand up and move to the side. And when we're getting off of the carriage, I'm going to shove that down I'm going to put it down onto the seat underneath my blanket. I'm going to hide it underneath my blanket.
Okay.
So now I take the bulb and I'm going to knock the little glass off the bulb to make it open. And then I shove the wick of the freaking Molotov cocktail kind of in there. Hopefully it'll start it on fire. I don't know if this will work, but it might not. And then cover it all up with my blanket and just kind of sit there.
Okay.
And then
you're an evil genius.
And then when we're going to get off the thing, and then that happens, I'll reach over and turn the light on.
Oh my God.
And then walk out.
Okay. Roll me an unmodified D20. Actually, no. You know what? Let's change this. Give me a D100 roll.
Oh, 97.
Okay. So you guys are getting off and like Glimmer taps on your head like must go. And you see her she's scurry off. You guys are getting 3/4 of the way off of the tramway platform, making your guys way back. You're making your way back to the alley to go down, and all of a sudden you just hear boom, and you look back and that gondola is on fire.
Oh my God.
As soon as that happens, I look back, pull out a meatball sub.
Meatball sub.
Awesome.
Just keep walking.
And that is where we are going to end tonight. Thank you guys.
You better end scene right there, because otherwise it's just
right there.
Nothing else.
That was a beautiful way to end that scene. Thank you guys for watching at home. If you guys didn't catch this whole thing, I strongly suggest you go back and watch it. This did not disappoint. I enjoyed this very much. Thank you guys for seeing just this glimpse into this campaign that I kind of wrote at the beginning of, and I wanted to do this one shot just to see if it can turn into something. If I got traction for this, and I do think I am going to write it into a full campaign, and maybe someday you guys can see it here on the Nexus. But in the meantime, that is going to be us for tonight. Please tune in, not tomorrow, but on Monday night, 8 p.m. Central. We will be right back here for Age of the Forsaken, where you will see Lily over there. You will see Ken over there. and it's always a good time over there. And I do believe, I'm not going to say for sure. Oh yeah, I will be there, being the dungeon master, and I'm not going to say for sure, but I am fairly certain we are going to have a Matt back. Just waiting on confirmation for that. So awesome sauce. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for playing too. I appreciate all of you guys. But I will see all of you guys next time here at the Nexus. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Catch you next time.